Another one.
I can't be fucking arsed with tonight, to be honest with you. But
Y'all think too small, I got big dreams.
go on, crack on.
Started reading and dodging all of the quick schemes.
He loves tits.
And I'm still looking for more. My people, they got a sore. I'm putting that on the Lord.
I will knock you out, you cunt.
Yes!
Big, I gotta make it just for my kid. Promise my brother soon as he out and finished his bid, we finna do it bigger than anybody ever did. The odds
The things are gone.
Fucking hell.
No one wanted that.
up on the ground and the cars is real big. I gotta do it big. The only way that I can live.
Tell me my Twitter.
What's
it's
your fucking
'87. What's your TikTok?
Are you
What's
on
your
fucking
handle on
TikTok?
TikTok?
Are you on
What the
fucking
fuck is it?
YouTube?
I'll follow you.
Fuck off.
You fuck off. Come on, let's
Anyway,
get normal now.
Freddie, how are you?
Did you just try interviewing me in a way that made this sound vaguely like a podcast?
Go on. Like,
Thank you for coming. Take it easy. Take care. Good night.
Another one.
It's happening. Listen, before this episode starts, we just thought we'd make a little clip to let you know that anyone who doesn't know, we now have a Patreon. It is patreon.com/another one podcast. And there's like a few different tiers on there. And we can go and get where you can sign up to us. And it helps us make this podcast. Helps us make it, helps us pay for the podcast. Helps us make it better. Helps us improve and put more content out. We've got big plans for things we want to do. Haven't we? Since
Yes, we have. We've got big plans. We have got big plans.
yes, Rob. Yes.
No, we have got big plans, and without anyone signing to the Patreon, this will die.
Yeah.
This will go away eventually because if we can't make it work financially, we can't keep doing it, can we?
No, we can't just keep throwing fucking.
No, and we've got Aftermill to buy, and that fucking costs.
We've got kids to pay for.
Yeah.
Listen,
We
I'll
need
be
to
honest.
keep this-
If I can't provide, I'll leave.
Yeah.
So
And we already know.
you don't want to make an orphan.
We already know how it's going, don't we? So we needed to be giving us something back
Yeah, please.
because we're bleeding here.
My kids are begging. My kids begging.
So sign up to the Patreon, patreon.com/another one podcast.
That's it. There's 3 different tiers, loads of different prices.
Pick one.
Pick one. Help
Sign
us.
up. You won't even notice it going out your bank. It's a couple of quid.
Less than a Tesco meal deal. Or, well, maybe more than a Tesco meal deal.
You'd
I
buy
don't
a
know how much
starving man a meal deal, wouldn't you?
Yeah, well, I'm starving.
That's what we are.
Look at me.
Look at him.
I'm
Do you think that? Do you think this?
Help.
Another one. Another one.
It's happening.
Hi everyone, welcome to episode 105 of Another One podcast with me, Simon Wozniak, Rob Thomas, to my left Aaron Wood, and to my right debutant Harriet Dyer.
Debutantes. We have tried long and hard to get our Harriet on.
That was going to be an anticlimax.
Third time the charm.
Yeah.
She did mine first ask.
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Compared to us, you're basically CBeebies.
That's not
I'll
what
take
you
it.
promised me.
I know. I told you, the conversation goes wherever the guests
Yeah.
take it.
Okay, yeah, so anyway,
We sound like
Aaron Wood.
comedians.
How you doing, mate? I'll be honest. I downed a Red Bull in the car. I could shit myself at any moment. It's
I'm
it's
always
rough
on
down
the
there.
edge of shitting myself as well.
I would literally.
And Harriet Dyer.
This was
This is Harriet's voice.
I
To
did
the
this
non-viewing
morning.
listeners.
I had to. I felt it coming, so I had to. I think I don't react right to eggs. I think that's the issue. I had some McDonald's cheese and muffin egg.
Well, I'll do it to anyone.
Mackie's
That.
right.
Mackie's breakfast always makes you
That'll
shit
make
yourself.
anyone move.
Why is it?
I was on
Because
the
it's awful.
Yeah, I was going on the ale yesterday. I wouldn't have a Mackie's breakfast because I didn't want to run the risk.
Oh.
I had to make my own butty.
You're kind of wearing their merch.
McDonald's.
Yeah.
Oh,
On the lower section.
no, I've had it all today. Someone said I look like Ali G earlier, which is quite upsetting. And then, but I always worry that I look like, you know, the middle-aged coach in Glee.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I loved Glee, me. I was well into it.
I didn't watch.
Did you never watch it?
But
I was
took
well
a-
into it, me.
Took a dark turn, didn't it?
First season, I liked it. And then
Oh yeah, I watched
Well,
it.
everyone
like
died or
season
was-
4 and that. Yeah.
Paedophiles.
Is that how it finished?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah, it
Well,
got
no, it
heavy.
didn't finish on that.
You know, in real life?
Cliffhanger.
Yeah, they had like real life, like proper nonce, and like when you look
Right.
back at his old clips, it's like, how did we
What,
not
he
know?
was a real nonce.
Something like that. Yeah, I don't know whether it was real. You know, I think it was
The
maybe
actor was a
allegedly or
nonce, or
something.
The
but,
actor was a non.
Which,
Yeah.
one was
Oh.
which one was that one? The teacher?
No.
Will Schuster.
Who?
Which
Will
one was he?
Schuster. He was like the not the principal, the Glee Club fucking teacher.
The
guy.
actual teacher.
Yeah.
Was he a nonce? Was he?
Yeah, yeah.
No, I'm on about the other one, the Puck. He was also
Oh
a
yeah,
nonce.
he's also a
and he
nonce,
killed
yeah.
himself in prison.
Yeah.
Was he in prison? Yeah.
Oh, so the show didn't end because it was quite a uplifting show.
Oh, I loved it, mate. I was right into
It was
it.
an uplifting show, but the characters,
I wanted the hair like
actors
that
are
guy.
horrid.
Yeah. Behind closed
Always the way.
doors.
I was so into it, mate. I used to like fucking listen to the Glee soundtrack in the shower and that. Oh, mate, what a time.
Some of the tunes are very catchy.
It was
He had some
class.
good covers.
Yeah.
He had some good
I
covers.
like that one. I'll smash the windows out your car.
Who was the other one they did? The Dream.
I used to
one?
like Leah. What's her name? Leah
Michelle.
Michelle.
Don't fucking come for me on my Glee trivia, mate.
I wasn't
I'm right
coming
up
for you.
there.
I literally asked. I genuinely looked at you because I knew you'd know.
I know nothing about footy
Don't
whatsoever.
Stop Believing they did a cover of that.
Yeah.
That
was
was
on
that
first
that was
season,
massive.
first
I liked
episode.
the copy of Barbara Streisand. Don't tell me not to sign. Just sit and
Oh, yes.
I love that one. I've had that one on repeat.
Sing it 3 minutes.
Life's candy and the sky's a ball of butter. Could have told you you're allowed to rain on my parade.
Got some
Rob.
pipes on you.
Wow.
Keep going, mate.
Maybe that's the special we need.
No, the problem is this podcast
Ivan.
is slowly becoming just us two having a little sing song.
I'm
Every
absolutely
week
fine
we
with
stop
that.
for a sing song.
Me and Beth watch The Greatest Showman 6 times a year.
No, I've not seen it.
You've not seen it?
No, I've not seen
Mate,
it.
the best soundtrack of any film ever in history of the world.
The problem is, right, I don't like new musicals too much, and even
It's not new.
well, it is relatively, and because I think it's all very forced.
I won't listen to any songs.
It is a musical.
Yeah, but I don't
So-
know, for some reason, like Grease to me is a classic. My Fair Lady, things like that. And ones that come out now, I just feel it's all too. This is more made to sell things
But
rather than.
in 200 years, that will be the new Grease.
Yeah, probably.
And they go, oh, it's not the
I'm not
Greatest
saying
Showman."
I'm right.
Yeah.
I'm saying it doesn't
What it
sit
is, in The
comfortably
Greatest
with me when I
Showman,
watch
there's a woman with a beard, and he's like, it's too modern for me.
Is that the
Like,
Hugh Jackman one? I'm thinking of Les
Yeah, yeah.
Miserables.
Les Miserables, that was all right, yeah. I didn't like the stick Russell Crowe got. I thought he actually done an okay job.
I don't know.
I've not seen it.
Not seen Les Mis?
No.
No.
But you've seen The Greatest Showman 6 times.
Oh, that's just this year.
Why haven't you watched Les
Seen
Mis?
it about 18. I don't know. Just never. It sounds like it's French, and I don't.
Yeah, but mate,
Sounds
oh,
like
mate,
it's
oh,
French.
makes you cry. It's
I
incredible.
cry at everything anyway. I don't need
Exactly.
that.
No, you
Like,
do. You do. It's a good sobber.
Is it?
Yeah.
I do.
it's a
I do like
justified
feeling
cry.
stuff. I cried last night. Have you seen Accused yet on Netflix?
Oh, no.
Oh my god! Oh my god! So tense. This young Asian lad basically there's a bombing
Steady on.
that happens in London. He's not watching it now. He's heard too much already.
Not for me.
There's a bombing that happens in London, and the guy allegedly looks like this other lad, and they just
Right.
a social media pile-on happens, and they find out where he lives and come and fucking.
Oh,
Yeah,
right. Okay.
it's-
Yeah. Try
but-
by social media.
Yeah, literally, that's exactly what it is. Yeah, and it gets so heavy. They're like in his house and stuff, and he's like walking around. It's like I won't spoil the actual ending because it's obvious where it's going.
Kills himself.
No, it's obvious that they're going to get into his house. It's obvious that it's building up to that, so I'm not spoiling anything. But
gonna
yeah,
kill
man,
him
it was
and
so heavy.
Sorry.
I'm gonna watch
What's he been said he's done?
So he was in the train station the day that was a terrorist attack. And
How have you not gathered this already?
yeah, it's a lot in it. I feel like I've explained this 4 times.
I've not listened to anything anyone said.
It's The Greatest Showman. That's the one with Hugh
so
Jackman.
So, yeah, but it's just a try by social media.
Yeah,
thing,
so he
it's
was
like-
in the train station, and the guy that's allegedly done it looks like
Okay.
looks like him. And some girl goes, "Oh, it looks like the guy from school," and then before you know it, it's him. And yeah, but oh my god, man, it's
Why
so
didn't you just say
heavy.
he didn't do it?
Because the police told him to not engage at all, and then he literally had a nap and woke up, and they'd
yeah.
found out where he lived, and it was like it all happened in like an hour. It was
Yeah. What's that saying? They say a lie can travel halfway around the world before the truth had time to put its shoes on.
Yeah.
Love that.
I once I asked a friend if she would like to go to the pub, and she said, "Well, wait an hour for me because I got to do something. So come in here." And I went in a sports hall with her, and she didn't tell me that she was doing Les Mis rehearsals, and I never knew anything about the musical, but the hairs on the way that, because there's loads of chorus stuff and it's also synchronized, and I was like, this is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
It was stunning and very French.
Actually, can you sing that song? Do you hit and then just let's sing the whole thing, please?
How much do you
know
need
you had
someone to
such a
fill?
lovely-
Like, you don't have to do a 2-hour episode, you know.
I like people singing. Can you sing, Harriet?
No.
Can you?
No.
I always used to do when I had auditions.
But I like that song. You sung that. Do you hear
People sing the song of angry men.
I'm going to listen to
It's
that
the
anyway. I can't
music
wait.
of the people who will not be slaves again. The beating of your heart matches the beating of...
I would always for auditions
Music
always
change.
do Rizzo. There are worse things. That's the only song I can sing.
I
okay.
love that one. I was, you know that. Remember, was it a musical that Kiri and?
Oh, a musical. Did you do it?
No, but that was always gonna be what I'd do.
What was the song, Harriet? Can you sing it?
There are worse things I could do than go with a boy or two, even though the
He's just baiting you, you know. He's just baiting you
I
to
just
sing.
like hearing it. I genuinely like hearing people sing.
Why?
Are you just trying to make
Why?
this
I
whole...
can't
I
stand
just
people
like
that.
it.
I can't stand people that like do karaoke and try though. I was talking
Oh,
to
and
Hattie
do
Preston
the-
about
with the
this. I
microphone,
hate it, and they're like, they really like, oh, it,
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
oh
yeah,
mate,
yeah.
I think it's the biggest
No, that's
ick.
funny.
When
It's
people are good
funny.
at karaoke, it makes me sick.
Yeah.
It's so hanging.
Yeah.
I just don't like sad songs, me. You gotta do, like, I don't understand anyone who goes to karaoke and sings a ballad or a sad song.
Because it's, for that's their lame.
But we're all-
Star is Born and that.
everything
But
for
we're all on the ale trying to have a good time.
Yeah.
karaoke is
I don't
never
care
going to be good.
if you're good or not. That's fine. If you want to show off and you're a good singer, sound, but sing like, have you got the love or something? Get the room going.
No, it's
Don't be
never
going
gets
on
anyone
stage
going.
singing Adele.
I was out with Ishan and he did karaoke the other day, and he sang "Sex on Fire." Solid,
Oh wow.
solid.
But there's
a hard
always
song, though.
someone
Oh, he
that
nailed it.
is so everyone's pissed doing karaoke, and then there's a woman with her controlling boyfriend who carries her coat and is like, "This could be your big break."
Yeah.
At 4
Somebody
a.m.
from Death Jam Records might be in.
Yeah.
Has it come up? I don't know if you guys are on TikTok much, but has it come up on yours? If you are, like all of these like karaoke bars in like York, like actually live streaming their like karaoke night. I can't get enough of it, bro. It's like literally just like a shit pub in York. Like this fucking bloke, and he stood there like hand in his pocket, wearing his best shoes and his jeans. Like he's just singing like "Gold" by Spandau Ballet, not moving at all, like nervous wreck. Just and I can't get enough of it. Beth came into me the other day. She was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I'm watching Snowball Entertainment on again."
Watching someone sing Snow Patrol.
Live streaming karaoke.
It's
is
so
that where
good.
It's going.
Snowball Entertainment on TikTok, mate. I can't get enough of it.
That than X Factor though.
Yeah.
I'd sooner watch somebody live stream karaoke from just Ed cases.
I don't know.
Just like
X Factor was shy. I never really got into it, mate. It was just the auditions were
you know,
good.
it's time when
Beyond judges' houses, I wasn't into it because there was always at least 8 out of the 12 that you couldn't stand. So you had to
before
just sit through
everybody
them.
knew it's all set up and that the shit ones are going to audition. That before we all knew how it works in the system, it was actually quite interesting. You're like, oh, this person's an idiot, and it's like, oh, hang on.
Yeah, but some of them are also quality. Like there's still some
Yeah, there are.
X Factor auditions I go and search to listen to because I prefer
Who's
the X Factor audition.
Daniel Johnson's the guy who does Postcode Lottery. I love his audition. Good audition that
Very
one. When he
good
did with my
one's that?
audition. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stevie Wonder, what did he do? Superstar. No, what did he do?
you and you.
You're gonna Jennifer Hudson. You and you and you. You're gonna love me.
Yeah, it could have been that one. That was a great audition.
I'm not really big on the X Factor ones. Britain's Got Talent, Golden Buzzers is mine.
No. Britain's Got Talent.
Mate, I'm fucking into it.
I think
Hit
Britain's
the
Got
Golden
Talent.
Buzzer,
Paul
everyone cries,
Potts, that was
including me.
Britain's Got Talent reminds me too much of being on cabaret gigs when I started out doing comedy. Like you turn up and they'd be like, yeah, because you just got turned up. You got told there was a gig and you turn up and be like, oh no, there's magicians and everything on. And he's like, what the fuck am I going to do here? Like people with actual talent that I'm trying.
I did that recently. I hosted like a cabaret show, and it was like like trapeze and shit. Like, mate, it was sick. You know, it was so much better than stand up in every way.
Right.
It was I still got to do stand up, and it was sound. And then I just introduced someone that was fucking pole dancing and some maniac just like standing on knives and stuff. Mate, it was so sick. Rather than watching the same 4 acts that you gig with every weekend. Oh, it was class. I loved it.
I hated being on a bill with people with genuine talents.
Oh yeah, that was literally what I said the whole way through the night. I was like, I'm gonna go home and kill myself. I thought I was an artist, and like I fucking like they're actually when we go on stage, there's a risk of dying on our ass. They're actually risking death. It's so heavy, and for like very little money also. They were not getting paid a lot at all.
Not much in a knife throwing game.
I don't know about the whole game, but that night in particular, no.
Oh, mine's Jealous Guy. I think the lad's called Caster or something.
What are you on about?
Caster. That's me.
What about, have you seen that X Factor one in America where the guy goes and does his own rap?
No.
That's a good one. That's what it's.
Is it good or is it shit?
He's a bin man thing, but it's like a song but a rap as well. That was quite a good X Factor.
Lil Homie.
I don't think it was Lil Homie.
That sounded so alien coming out of your mouth.
I don't think. Why is that the one? Do you know?
There's one where he just has this wonderful song that is his own. That he used to be a drug addict, and he and then I think it's called.
Yes, I think it could be Lil Homie. Hang on.
And it's just wonderful. It's ready made.
Yeah, hang on, talk amongst yourselves.
Mickey Mouse here.
Yeah, I think Chris Renee.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the guy.
Well, there we go.
Well, I'm gonna list now when I go home.
Yeah.
I like watching the X Factor ones where they like end up booting off. Like, have you seen the guy that like gave Simon like the middle finger and like threw the mic and that?
Yeah,
We had that on our advert, didn't we?
Yeah.
Them two
them
girls
two girls that
punched
I
each
punched.
other.
each other.
Yeah. What were they called?
No.
What was the name?
He put it on.
They had like a mashup of both of their first names.
No.
No, I put it on
a fight.
last year.
No.
Our last live show for the advert, I put it on because this podcast is sold as the fact that me and Simon don't quite like each other very much. So we just put like loads of famous people who didn't get on that work together. So
Do you not like each other?
not particularly.
Did you like each other at the beginning or never?
No.
Oh, right.
Never liked each other.
What's your MO for this podcast? What was your reason for starting it? Talk me through that the first.
You need something, don't you?
Because that's not really a good basis to start. Because I have to.
Like any relationship I've got in my life,
because I need some friends.
You've got to be doing something, apparently. Fear of being left behind, Aaron. That's
I often think, where would I be without this pod if I didn't start it?
Where would you be?
Probably just on 1,800 followers instead. That's about it.
1,800 on less weekends of hot water.
Yeah, maybe.
Do you reckon you'd actually do less weekends at Hot Water if you didn't have this pod?
No.
Yes.
Cream always
he doesn't.
rises.
He won't have it. Doesn't understand what I've done for him in his career.
No, this is what he does. I've seen it firsthand. What he does, you see, I've seen him do it. So when he says that, he knows what he's doing. He's done nothing for anyone. If anything, he's held everybody he'd ever met behind, and they've got successful in spite of him.
Isn't it mad though that like he made Jamie Hutchinson, but he took you on
If
tour?
he says hello to you in a green room and you go on to be successful, he will think he's done something for that person.
I make things work for people.
So you
joined the
said
doc.
so you are responsible for Jamie Hutchinson.
Yeah.
He made Jamie.
I invented Jamie Hutchinson.
You invented.
He did a fucking shite job of it.
So what? Are you being serious?
Well, I just made
Put
them
too
big,
much
you know.
mong in one.
I saw a star and I made sure he got the platform he got. That's what happens. That's what I do, Harriet.
All right.
I've got who's the famous person for the famous music producer?
Max Clifford. Oh no, he's
Scooter Braun found Justin Bieber. He's like,
No,
it's
the one
Jamie
who works with
Hutchinson, you're
Jay-Z.
Justin Bieber.
There's a very famous clip from going, why don't you do
Jimmy
99
Iovine.
Problems? Is it Jimmy Iovine? Why do 99 Problems a cappella? And he goes, and he, like, when he gets interviewed, he's like, what can you actually do? And he's like, I can't do anything. I can't produce. I can't play an instrument. I've got no discernible talents. I just have a very, very good taste.
And
I
big
have a strong
lips.
belief in my taste. And then that's what he does. And he's produced all the most famous musicians. And he's had like big impacts on people's albums and stuff.
So that's you.
Yeah.
Right.
That's me, yeah. Except I'm also brilliant at stand-up, so.
Yeah. How could we forget?
It's incredible he's not successful, isn't it?
If anything, I hold myself back to allow others
To
to
allow
shine.
people to have a step up. Yeah, you're a martyr. You really are.
Paul Smith got in where he is today. Jamie Hutchinson, just Adam and Dan. Put them two together.
What did you have? What say did you have in Paul Smith's success?
Oh, I just told him.
What role did you play?
Just told him to put the clips out, didn't I?
I don't even think he put the clips out though, did he?
Well, yeah, but he had to agree to it, didn't he? So
Right,
he was very wary of it, and I was like, just do it, lad.
right. And
Just
Paul
do it,
Blair
and
had nothing to
And
do
then he
with
was
it.
like, and then he's like, I can't be arsed going on tour. And I was like, what else are you gonna do? Just get out and do it. And then lo and behold, now he's got a McLaren.
And what have you got, Rob?
What?
What have you got?
A friend with a McLaren.
And they all said you'd be nothing.
Yeah. My teacher said I'd amount to nothing. You know.
And now your mate owns a McLaren.
Dear.
What about you, Simon? What have you got going on? Anything since we last saw each other on Friday?
Oh yeah, we did. We gigged together,
We
didn't we?
did, yeah.
What have I got going on? Nothing.
I went to so this morning I did you get a glass a bottle of water?
I went to the vending machine and it said it was offline.
Oh, the vending machine was offline.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Right, okay.
So this morning I went to I don't know if I could say
It sounds like an excuse for the vending machine. I just gone on
They're
offline.
online.
I hate when you see those
days.
vending machine signs and it's like, oh, I'm a bit poorly, I'm sorry.
Like
And
it's
I fucking-
seeing you coming and it's gone, oh, I'm going offline. It's gone, oh, no, I ain't going to every fucking station on this.
So this morning,
so this morning I went to London and
You were in London this morning.
yeah.
I was also in London this morning.
What?
Wow.
Yes, I left at 5 a.m.
Jesus,
God.
what for?
To do a voice. I don't know if I can
Get
say
that
it,
mic a bit closer.
but, to do a voice.
You can move it as well. If you
To
want.
do a voice over.
To do a voice what?
Sorry, I'm just terrible with the mic because so many times. But anyway, go on.
To do a voice over, but I don't know if I do. Am I doing it right?
No, I've heard your voice on YouTube loads.
I won the brain.
Yeah.
Oh, well, which one's this?
You know the little brain advert? It's me and Tom Lawrenson.
Is it Lawrence?
Yeah.
I don't know which brain.
Foxy.
Yeah, Voxy.
The Voxy.
Maybe. I love like trying to fucking guess it, which comic mate has done it, like
Yeah.
Brennan on the Confused ad and that.
Brennan's been on loads of stuff. Brennan was on the eBay advert
Oh,
for
he's
a
done
while.
Drinker,
Yeah,
he's done
a good
everything.
while.
Really.
And then and it made me feel so. I had to read these lines, and then but after I did it, they put a Christmas jingle because it's for a supermarket's Christmas campaign, and it made me feel I don't feel festive. But after listening to that, I felt really festive.
How upmarket's the supermarket?
Pardon?
How upmarket is the supermarket?
Well, but don't say it in here. But I don't know if I've.
Right.
Sam, so have you got the gig?
No, so I just did it, and then But this is what happened with Voxy. You do it, and then they because I think there's other people doing it as well, and then they just decide who they want.
Which one they
You
want?
get the
That's
comedian to go.
do you
and
get paid
riff
to
and
go?
then use
Yeah.
your riff,
Right.
and give it to an actor to do it.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
so with the Voxy, I had to. There was loads of different people that I had to do it with to see if I gelled with them. Some were genuine friends, and they were like, "Oh, you don't seem to get on with them." And I was like, "I genuinely have very good friends with this person," but they just wanted to. Yeah, you can never guess these sorts of things.
That's the kind of gig I want.
Yeah.
But my dream now, I reckon, would be to voice someone in an animated film for like Pixar. I think that would be an absolute dream.
And it's game
That would be
changer because
class.
we all
would be
know
sick.
someone that's now the voice of Asda. That's just they're not on the circuit anymore. They have a car that drives itself.
Yeah.
That's the. So then
Well, Sean McLaughlin's new thing looks quality. Have you seen that?
No.
That Pleasure Beach, that animated
I was-
series.
oh.
That looks so good. It looks like it's going to be amazing. That, but I would just love to be in Sing. Basically, I'd love to voice something like that. I think it's very lucrative financially.
Yeah.
From what I've heard.
Yeah.
And it's
All right,
just
so
seemed-
what's your... it's always better if you can voice it and actually write the movie. So what's your movie in mind?
Oh, I don't know
What
what
type of
movie.
Yeah,
Pixar
like
movie?
Simon's not asked.
Calm down with your ambition, will you? Fucking hell.
yeah.
Oh, you have
I
to
don't
write
know what the
it.
movie will be about. I could write a movie like that. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you just need someone to animate it. As long as it's well animated.
Get on Fiverr.
Sing looks good. Sing is beautiful.
Always
I always
comes
still
back
want to sing, don't I?
Always comes back
It's
to
such a profound effect on my career.
Do you know what Simon's on about?
I've not seen it. I know of
There's
it,
a
but
child
Oh
movie-
my
There's a kids
God.
movie called Sing.
Oh, I thought you were saying because you love people singing.
no.
Oh, he loves the
Sing
kids
the
movie
film.
called Sing.
Yeah.
Like every other week, something comes back to Sing.
I wonder what this is. Did someone? Do you know who your father is?
Well, that's a profound question, actually. I do, but whoever knows.
because I thought maybe when your mum was pregnant with you, there was someone singing.
I'm
often,
almost certain that would not be the case.
and then it turned out to be the father that you've
Shouting, but
never.
not singing.
Yeah.
When my mum was pregnant with me, there was loads of people singing, but it's because she was on the piss every weekend.
Yeah, she said that, didn't you?
Yeah. Fun
Mum was
times.
drinking during the pregnancy.
Thanks for bringing that up.
Oh, my youngest stepchild. I think that is an issue of his, that his mum drank when she had.
I don't
him.
know that she did. I don't know if she actually did or not.
Yeah, because you're not
What's it called when you're born an alcoholic?
fetal alcohol
Fetal
syndrome.
I'm quite tall, so I've not been stunted
And
that
you don't
way.
have a little head.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Isn't it the opposite? Isn't it a big head?
No, but it's little head like the of Mario Brothers. You know.
Right, I thought it was big head.
No, I'm sure. No, because
How little?
I googled it the other day to check if my
If your head was like,
Googling symptoms.
what a way to
Emmerdale,
find out.
Just like, I'm going to Google whether this kid's head's big enough.
Come here, you, while I measure your head.
Isn't the rule, isn't it 3 times your height? Your height is 3 times around your head.
what?
What?
I've heard that.
3 times.
And also that's your.
no,
what's the
mine's
second?
longer.
Oh,
My
really?
arms are so
good reach.
long.
You'll be
Good reach.
shocked, but I'm sure if you put a tape measure around your head 3 times, it's the same height as you.
You could just do it once and then times it by
I know, yeah,
three.
but
But you have to
that's
keep
not how
going.
it works.
Fucking
No,
squeeze
I
your head
got
off.
confused. I thought you were saying your head is 3 times the size of your.
No, the height of you. If your diameter of your head would be times 3
Yeah.
times that.
Oh, I thought you meant. I didn't hear the 3 times. I just thought your.
That's
head
probably
is
about
3
right.
times
Your
the
head's
size
probably
of-
about 2 foot around, so.
Check.
Yeah.
That's what I've heard.
Feels enough.
I know it doesn't, does it? But it is.
No.
Do you know that apparently
you
the
find it?
distance from there to there is the size of your cock?
I've known that.
Yeah, you've known that for years, have you?
And is it real?
Sometimes I like to stretch.
Yeah.
Can't get me cock bigger, but I can make people believe it could be. Just dislocate your thumb. Look at the size of
Split your web.
it. How you finding me in a stepmom?
You're a stepmom now. Oh, you spoke.
I
Yeah,
have been
you
forever.
mentioned this
Well, since-
forever.
Well, because I've known the kids now since I say this to one of them the other day. So I've known the boys now since they were 8 and 9, and they're now 15 and 16. So,
wow.
so yeah, been in their lives.
Big years, big
And-
formative years.
Yeah, and then I've since 2019 we had full custody of them. So
Mum got legs.
Right
yeah.
before fucking pandemic, but you were
yeah,
gutted.
yeah, it was, and that was when we had the other 2 with us as well.
So
So we
have
had
you got
4
rights
You had
as
four
well
with them
now?
at the same
Yeah.
time? Oh.
rights.
Parental rights.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, have you? Yeah. Wow. So you're full on
Yeah. Well, I don't know. It's all been done through.
courts.
No, but you won't have though, will you? Or will you? You're not.
But all the stuff with school, they always ring me.
That's because it's just sensible idea, that isn't it?
well,
Oh, you've never met my partner, and just assume. That's quite lovely. No, I've never
No,
had anyone assume that I'd be.
normal society, not in a society in the past, you just always call them mother, wouldn't you?
Yeah, yeah, but you would have thought they would call the biological person first.
No.
No.
Mum's definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
stepmoms or mums. Like, have you seen that Nate Bagats joke?
No.
Where he says, like, the daughter school calls him, and he's like, "You had my number, my wife's. Why? Why would you think it was a clever idea to call me?" I was like, "What school is this? I don't even know what school you're in." He's like, "Do you know what bus your daughter should be on?" He's like, "I don't even know what school she's meant to be on." Like,
Yeah, men are generally clueless.
My missus keeps sending me, like, whenever she like walks the dog or goes to the gym, she keeps sending me a live location, and that absolutely baffles me. Like, why are you sending? No, I get that, but like, why me? Like, if anything happens to you, well, just a mum or something. If anything happens to you, like, I'm not. If you get kidnapped, I'll just know exactly.
You should
What would I do?
rescue her.
What are you talking about? I'm not going to where the bad men are.
Oh
Would you
no!
would you just?
What? But no,
just
she's drawing a
let
map
her
to the bad
die.
guys. I'm not going. No, I would
What
call the
about
police and
come
that
and
she's
help?
there. But like,
Yeah.
Surely
Well,
it's
I
like
don't
if
know.
she gets kidnapped, then that tracker's on, so you can go, oh, right. So the live thingy means that it will move when she's
yeah.
going.
Yeah.
But like, why not just send it to like a mum and dad or something? Like, why me?
Well, what are they gonna do? How old are they?
Well, it's just turned 50. 50 or something
You'll
like
be
that.
there going, oh, I got to get to Derby. I can't fucking now.
got an open send for Spiky Mike.
Got to get the bless you. Someone else have to save you.
I'm doing another one podcast
Can anyone
for the
chase
7th
my
time.
missus? I'll give you 30 quid. 30 quid, you get a 10 in time now.
What would you do though? Like,
Yeah, what would you do? Like, I don't know what.
I would fight
Ring the
till the
police.
death
Would you?
for my loved ones. Yes.
But like, what are you? It's just going to be worse.
Yeah, but you have to. If something if they
You
weren't.
have to turn up.
Yes, exactly.
turn up and
Why
go,
would you? Surely
"All
you'd
right,
never
here
be
I
able
am."
to
Yeah,
sleep at night knowing that you hadn't done any.
I'd put my
everything
phone on
within
airplane
your-
mode.
Pardon?
I'd put my phone on airplane mode. Are
you
Yeah,
joking
check that out,
me?
mate.
This is a big red flag. It is.
Why?
I could be.
I love how seriously she's taken all of this, by
I'm
the way.
livid.
She's like furious about
I'm
this.
furious because I think your girlfriend's very lovely.
But also,
I-
it's a comedy podcast, Harriet.
Sorry.
Of course,
No,
I
but
call
no,
the police.
I don't think.
Darren, we've changed.
I think
we
hold
sing
on.
and we take serious
Yeah.
matters.
We're wholesome now.
Yeah.
Everything we say is straight down the line.
Love
and
is
also, you're saying you're joking, but you know you're not.
I'd call the police, but I'm not rocking up there like a fucking
wouldn't
lunatic
turn
with a
up.
machete or something. No.
Oh, I would have
Oh, you've got to go to the location.
But
How
I
far
don't
away
know
is it?
how to. I don't know how to, because once I was doing a
Well,
gig
where's she going?
and I was coming from somewhere else, and the promoter was like, "Right, so you need to. I'm sending you the location so I can follow
pin?
you."
Yeah.
And
Oh, right.
I was trying, and it was like a tight double, and then I was trying to do that for 10 minutes, like figure out how to do it, and then in the end I was like, "I cannot do it. You're just gonna have to
I'm
trust
not having
me."
anyone follow me. I say, I'm going to be there then. I'm going to be there.
Well, that's
you don't
what
need
they
to
had
put
to
a
do
pin
in the
there
end.
for me.
Yeah, it was too
No, but
confusing.
so they can see how far away when they can start the
I'll
show.
just text me or ring me. You don't know.
You can't text and drive.
He drinks and drives. Texans the
You
least.
thought I was bad.
Yeah, but at least I turn up bladdered to me missus' execution.
Yeah, what would you drink on the way to that? After I've got a whiskey, he's gonna be angry.
Stop off at
Get
the
me
M&S.
brave, yeah.
He'd have some
Cold
champagne. He'd be made up.
Old kind of Stella, right?
Yeah.
Whose head needs caving in?
Bit of
Hey,
peaches when you
Popeye.
get there. Well, come on then.
If you had
Popeye
to, if you had to
song.
rally the boys of like acts on the circuit, you have 4 acts on the circuit that come with you.
Absolutely no one.
You wouldn't.
No one.
No.
You can't think of anyone that you would have there to
A
help.
comic. I wouldn't rely on a comic for anything.
I'd be there for you.
Yeah, but you'd be an absolute waste of space.
That was my argument before.
knock
What's she
yourself
going
out.
for?
Yes, I would knock myself out, but I'd get back up. Again and again. I was always like that when I was younger. When I get in fights, I'd always get knocked out, but I'd always.
I
get
didn't
back
hear
up.
no bell.
Were you a fighter when you were a kid?
So I was just at a drunken mess. So I would get. Do you ever, if you're on a night out and then someone's like keeps barging into you on the dance floor, I would then in my head, just feel that's the worst thing ever. Then I'd kick off and to find.
You were useless at the fucking concerts and the mosh pits and that. It's going absolutely
I just
mental.
very aggressive, and then if someone, say if I worked with someone and they said someone had wronged them, and then I saw them on a night out, that was it. I wouldn't rest until I don't know, done something to him. And once there was this. Oh, and I do feel bad. So there was this guy that I. So there was this guy I went out with because he saw me half naked in the rain and thought I looked nice, and then we went out with each other. But then we went to his house and he thought it was sexy he kept like blowing at me, and then but he's
blowing at you.
Yeah, like I don't know what it was. I think he was trying to like get
At what
me.
point in the like?
Well, we hadn't. Well, I was like 16. So
Yeah.
Oh my god! How old was he?
He was in college, so he was like 2 years.
18.
Okay, right. I
Yeah.
thought just the way you made it sound like he'd seen you on a night out.
When you said blowing, was he in your vicinity? Like
Yeah,
close
so
to
we
you,
were like cuddled up on, not cuddle because I was awkward, but sort of near each other.
Yeah.
And then, but then, so he was blowing at me, but also he had this dog that was dying, like that was just on the floor there. So then he was blowing his rancid smell, and then there was the smell of death on the floor.
Oh my god!
And it was just really awful. And then, get this, so then he ended up snogging someone out, and then this girl, Louise, who broke her arm, she put her arm out for the bus in London, and the bus drove through it, broke her arm, shut to her in a plastic cast. And then, so she rang me on my home phone and said, that Andy, I saw him getting off with, I think she was called Hannah Tempest. So, and I was like, you're fucking kidding me. So then she was at the bowling alley, and then I munched up a load of Hubba Bubba, and I slapped it on her head, and she had all these beautiful...
You're trying to morally judge him for not turning up, but that's GBH.
What, GBH with the hubbly bubbly?
Yeah, chewy in the hair.
That is
you've got to cut it out, and then that
she
hair.
had lovely hair as well. But then I did many years later. No, many years later, I saw her on a night out, and then I had been reformed by that time, and I bought her shots. But she must be like, what the fuck is she doing? Because I'd just come from rehearsals, and I was Aunt Ella in Oklahoma, so I was wearing like a grey hair and wrinkles, and I was like, I have seen the error of my ways. Let me buy you some drinks, and then all was fine. But then that guy, because I was a loser and I wanted him back even after he'd snogged her, and then he
had you done anything with him at this point?
Have I done? No.
Had you done anything with him at this point?
No. And then,
Hang on, so you hadn't done,
just
you hadn't done
blown.
anything to him, but then you put gum in her hair.
Yeah.
So this was just a man that you've seen quite like you fancied, and then you got annoyed that somebody else got there first.
Couch
because I was but I was only 16.
You haven't done anything.
Yeah, but we're in a relationship.
Yeah, no, I understand.
Like you are those days.
Were you in a relationship?
Feels very serious. Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you in a relationship?
In my head.
Right.
Yes.
Well, that's the difference, isn't it?
No, but 16, you probably were. You like not now. Now, if you get with someone now, you don't ask them to be boyfriend girlfriend after 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, at 16, you sort of ask them on the
months.
playground. Yeah.
Chewing gum in the hair. That's too far.
No, that's why I apologised to her and bought her some drinks.
I actually think it's quite clever for a 16-year-old. I imagine you was quite sort of planned and conniving.
Thank you.
I sort of respect it.
Thank you.
How many Hubba Bubbas did you?
Like loads, like a whole pack.
Oh, this is horrible.
Yeah.
This is
and then,
dreadful.
but then he dumped me in the end because he said, "I just went
You're a
up."
psychopath.
I was, yeah.
Your breath stinks. You should have ate it.
It was awful.
Your breath stinks of strawberries.
He says that. Yeah, it did. He said that. As in mine, he said that I went on about periods too much. I was just on my period and said it was painful, and then he dumped me.
I think he's looking for an out there, wasn't he?
Oh, how freeing is that, though?
What?
How free leave someone for that?
Yeah, but to be 16 again and be able to just leave someone because you're like, oh, you talk about your period too much. Whereas now I'm like married and like I couldn't even like if I mentioned that she talks about her period too much, I'd be had to get chopped off. Like just can't do like no.
There's no way to live.
Just in it for the long haul now.
No.
16, you could just say things like that, like, "Why? How have you done me?" Just very literally.
Well, that's because you had options
your
at
period
16.
far too much. That's what it was.
You had options at 16. Like if you split all your misses now, do you reckon you'd get another?
Yeah.
Do
you think would I?
Yeah.
Well, I think I could.
Both.
Oh, I wouldn't now.
You wouldn't have another misses
I'd never
ever
live with
again.
anyone ever again.
Oh, because no one compares to your beloved.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Well, I do think that. I partly think I've been married now. I've done it. I've given it a go. If it doesn't work out, then that's it.
It's not for you.
It's not. Yeah, it's not for me. I tried. Ah, well. No harm in admitting defeat, but also I just don't think I think why would you live with someone again? Why would you make all them sacrifices and stuff again? What's the point?
Does she listen to this?
Me wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no. She watches the clips like everyone
Be honest
else.
now. You got an alert on your phone to say that she'd sent the live location, but she's not where you thought she was going to be. Do you finish the pod before you check in?
What do you mean? Well, one, I'd be like, why are you sending me your live location?
No, she's already sent it to you.
How have you worked that out? Because she's terrible on phones. She's like you. And I'd be like, how have you worked out how to send me your live location? Who's taught you that? You're cheating on me.
That's quite worrying that she couldn't figure that out though. I felt that's quite simple.
I'm sure she could. She's too stubborn to.
Right.
She doesn't like. Yeah. So she's learned everything she's going to learn now.
Okay.
So like when she gets introduced,
sounds like it's your choice. That.
So when she gets introduced,
getting books. Hey, what have I told you? You've learned all you need to know. I sit there and watch Gossip Girl or whatever the fuck it is I let you watch.
XOXO.
Danny DeVito in Matilda.
No, it's just like,
that's ripping the pages out.
Danny DeVito on there, aren't you?
Yeah. She's too stubborn to learn new technology.
Right.
She just can't be arsed taking the time to learn it. Like, we got a new telly over a year ago and she still doesn't know how to use it. She knows there's a Netflix button and a Prime Video button, and then she just presses them two, and that's it.
I can't.
Has she found the mute another one podcast button yet?
Like I say, she doesn't watch it. She just watches the clips.
I can't do Google calendars.
No, I've never done anything like that.
Do you have a paper
I'm
diary?
out of the world now. Anything's Google started merging with YouTube, it sent me west. I went, I can't do this anymore. I'm just like, hang on. I'm trying to sign into YouTube and it's sending me to a Google thing. And then what's going on? And I'm like, no.
So do you
I'm
not?
on Hotmail.
Do you keep a diary? Do you keep a diary for your gigs?
I've got a spreadsheet, yeah, haven't I? Excel
Oh, but it's
spreadsheet.
on.
You've got
it's
a
online.
spreadsheet?
I will email it. I will email it to my own email.
That's
And then
what I'm
then
talking
I
about.
move that in, and then when I update it enough,
Mate.
I then go
So
back
he's the
to
same as my
send
wife.
the
Everything he
email.
learned in school, that's what he uses.
That's what he checks out. He was done at that
I
point.
have to get a paper diary. I look forward to getting my paper diary every year. Then I'm ready for the new year. But then it's difficult, so I don't take it everywhere with me. So then people will be like, "Oh, can you do this?"
I need it to be uniform.
I bought one every year for 13
So a paper
years.
diary, I'd be like crossing stuff out, and I'd be like, "No, I need everything to be uniform." And if it's not, my head goes.
Oh,
like,
it can't be
keep
crossed
it.
out.
But can't you just like use the calendar app on your
Can't have
iPhone?
YouTube Shorts because he doesn't like looking at the YouTube
No.
page, and it shows you uploads episodes and uploaded shorts, and doesn't like the way they look.
You need a highlights
So
channel.
we haven't got any YouTube Shorts.
Is that what it is?
Yeah,
I hated it. We tried it. I was like, "Hang on, what are these shorts in between the episodes?" I went, "No, this is disgusting." Yeah, 100 from one,
which
to
is why it
104.
was stunted your growth. We don't do shorts either. Maybe that's the problem.
Yeah,
No, it's
exactly.
not. People need to have. It needs to be boxed and parceled.
You know, you can change the thumbnails. To be fair, of shorts, so you could have a landscape thumbnail for it.
Could we?
Yeah.
Yeah, but then it'd still be episode 99 clip. So
No, we need somebody to do that.
listen, Aaron, we'll deal with our own way. Okay. Don't need to-
Sorry for trying to provide a
Hey,
solution.
Absolutely not.
Shorts are good
Shove
though.
your solutions up your arse.
I've just seen someone's. I've gone, "What is this? This is carnage." This.
Apparently they are good. Apparently they're good for growth. Like maybe we should start.
It is and it isn't. We did it very quickly, but what happens is people will follow you for the clips, same way they will for like YouTube and not YouTube, on Instagram and stuff. We've got more followers than we have listeners,
Yeah.
and they'll just follow for the clips. They'll do the same on YouTube, but when they don't click your episodes, that just tells YouTube they're not interested. So you'll have 25,000 subscribers, but you'll get 1,000 views, and that just the message that sends to YouTube is that no one's interested in this.
Right.
So it'll stop pushing it out to more people. So we stopped doing it.
That's too much admin for this.
Yeah,
Take that out. How you found them?
feel like we've hit a wall.
Flipping. Terrible.
Yeah, you're very good at it though. You're very I wouldn't say prolific. What's the word? You're very consistent with your clips.
Oh, well, with the podcast or with my
Everything.
Oh, I don't know. I lose the will to live with it all, though. I just feel you just plugging it, pushing it into the abyss a lot of the times, and that gets me just a bit like, isn't it?
Yeah, you'll laugh at your favourite clip on out the other day, and it's got nothing. And you're like, that's our best ever clip.
I watch that clip all the time.
All the views.
I absolutely love that.
Which one is
clip.
It's just him singing.
It's not. It's
Well,
the
of
chant
course
at the end.
it's singing.
Yeah, it's the chant at the end. The clips I like the Staunton Phil Ellis brass one, and I like the How Great Thou Art. The rest of them, they're gonna give. I haven't even watched the latest one. I can't bring myself to it. I go like, I say, what about the other religions? And I went, I don't know what I've said. I don't even want to know. I might have said something bad. It was a religious podcast, and I just went, what about the other religions? And I went, I'm not watching that. Wait and see if there's any blowback from it in a few months' time.
Have you do you watch the episode like when it goes out? Do you watch it?
No.
So like, how do you find the clips?
A guy does
You
it.
pay someone to find.
You've got an editor.
We got a guy.
Yeah.
God, what's that
We got a
like?
guy.
I put the episode out and then I forget about it.
Who's your editor?
I'm not telling you.
Tell me your editor.
This,
I mean, well, he does the clips, doesn't he? Yeah, I suppose that's good, yeah.
we don't have an editor. We have someone who watches it and then picks out clips for us and then makes the clip.
Are they watching it now?
No.
Oh,
When
that's exciting.
we put it out.
Yeah, they're in the room right now.
Yeah.
Behind together.
That post box in the corner.
That's what that smell is.
Yeah. Just a rotting open spot who knows how to put stuff together.
rotting.
So yours and Louise's one. How long have you two done that one?
I don't know. Few months, is it? More, less?
Why are you asking us?
Well, I don't know. 6 months.
Are you consistent with it? Or have you missed uploads, like weekly ones, or like? Because you two are quite busy, I imagine.
Yeah.
Louise seems to be always everywhere, so
Yeah.
getting a consistent.
So
date.
then we bash a few out when we do see each other, but then you lose the
energy.
You lose the will to live, don't you? Just doing the same ones, change your outfit.
He's speaking his language now. She said change the outfits there. You wouldn't do that
I've
every
been in this outfit every Monday for 4 years, have you?
I don't change my outfit from day to day. No, I'm from podcast to podcast. I wear the same 2 t-shirts and that's it.
You're going like full Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah,
just
like
5 black t-shirts, 5 black shorts.
Yeah, I've got 10 black t-shirts, 10 white ones.
What a man!
I rotate them.
Speaking my language,
I just can't be arsed.
Yeah,
I've lost any form.
I did my autumn winter shop the other day and couldn't figure out what to put on, and I just went back to the old faithful. I just went black t-shirt.
Yeah, I love a black t-shirt, black tee, white tee.
I just can't be arsed thinking about what I'm going to wear.
I hate it, man. I hate it so much.
I've got 3 pairs of jeans. I've got the 10 black, 10 white tees. The only thing I ever get expressive with is trainees. Other than that, I wear the same thing again. And the problem is I live in Slarders, so I only put trainees on for gigs.
I nearly won my Crocs there tonight.
Do you think through your outfits or do you put things on that you like?
I think of my but my outfits are what I like.
Yeah. But like, did you think I'll match Danny with Adidas red and yellow?
I never think of matching. I just think, today I'll wear Danny, but hopefully because I wore it yesterday to Aberystwyth Festival and it's stinking. So I just thought I'll bring deodorant. So then I've got a spare t-shirt there just in case because I've been to London and back. So I thought if it's still stinking. But this morning one armpit was smelly, one armpit wasn't. So then I
on the t-shirt or yourself.
So then maybe I've got an issue with my pores.
One armpit.
Yeah.
You've been doing a lot of driving.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why that guy was blowing at you.
What? From when I was 16?
He was downwind
so I've
of you.
had a towel, so he's blown away my follicles.
That smell of death was you. It wasn't the dog.
Yeah.
God, I hope not. I'd hate to be the person where people are like, but doesn't she smell? Because some people have a weird natural
You'd never
smell.
know, though, would you? That's the thing with being that person. You'd never know.
Yeah.
Foul.
Because there was a guy at school and he just had this natural smell of tuna sandwiches. And he just had no idea. And it was just his breath was just tunery.
What's he doing now, do you know?
He was very Christian.
Was he?
But I don't know what he's doing. Because his mum used to, when he had birthday parties, his mum would write on the invitations what the kids could and couldn't buy him for. So you cannot get him a protractor, you can get him a rubber. Yeah, and then it'd be like,
but stab someone with it.
Yeah, only rounded things.
Not with a cross.
Yeah, and then they were said, and then someone wasn't allowed, and they were written to be told that they wasn't allowed this year after they came to the previous birthday party and they trampled egg sandwiches into the carpet, and they weren't allowed for the next one.
What? They weren't allowed what?
To come to the party.
Oh, because they trampled egg sandwiches.
Yes. You can't live your life like that.
I remember there used to be a house on our street who wouldn't, Jehovah's Witnesses do it, they wouldn't celebrate Halloween.
Right.
So they'd wait for the kids to knock for trick or treat. You'd always see the kids who'd not knocked at the house before, and you'd all just wait and go, they're going to get the telling off now. And every time they come to the door and with the big telling off about how you shouldn't believe in ghosts or spirits or witches and it's all evil, and we'd sit there chuckling as these kids were like, I just wanted some chocolate. I absolutely loved. I used to love watching them just bark at these kids. It was great.
Are you into Halloween? You a big Halloween guy?
It wasn't until I had a child.
He still goes trick or treating and that.
First time last year, and he absolutely adored it. Sorry, these were just making fat jokes.
It's fine. Come on, he's just as bad. I said earlier, you go trick or treating for Halloween at the chippy. Imagine that. They got trees.
Just give her another 34.
No, last year, first year, trick or treating, and he absolutely loved it. So,
Did you love it?
Oh yeah, it's so funny watching them go trick or treat.
And did you dress up as well?
Little outfits. I did last year.
What did you go on?
Michael Jackson.
It's hard trying to find a fancy dress my size. What? Why Michael Jackson?
Nonsense, isn't it?
That was a terrible joke.
I'm sorry.
I assume there's going to be
Myers.
another fat joke, but then
Michael Myers is the Halloween man, isn't he? I went and seen that Halloween one on my own one time. That might have shit.
Oh, the latest one was
The slasher
terrible.
movies, it's shit.
I know I like a slasher movie.
Shite.
They've got too shite, I think.
Really?
Yeah. That Michael Myers one, the last one. The one where it combined with someone else, Jason and Freddy, or
I can't remember.
Oh no,
Michael
I've not seen Freddy versus Jason.
terrible.
I'm not watching
I had
that.
to turn it off. It was
Well,
awful.
I didn't mind the new Michael Myers one.
I think that is what I think I got confused with the double one. But that was
No,
terrible.
there's been like 2 Michael Myers ones since.
I imagine you like
And there's
Hocus Pocus. Yeah.
Stab. I like
I do love Hocus Pocus. I've never seen the second one though.
Haven't you? It's good, you know.
No.
No, I've not seen.
It's good.
Right.
It's worth a watch.
I very vaguely remember watching Hocus Pocus when I was about 8 with a friend, and I wasn't blown away.
Oh,
It's
no.
fantastic.
It's good. It's good. Well worth a watch. Hocus Pocus.
Never seen
Hocus
it.
Pocus 2 is well worth it.
Sabrina the Teenage Witch. She did stand up, didn't she? Recently at
Yeah,
the
she
store.
did a show this year in Edinburgh, didn't she?
She went at the store, didn't she?
What,
She was on
the-
the store.
She?
The mum,
Caroline Rhea, is she called?
something like that.
The-
Do you mean
she's-
one of the aunties?
Yeah.
Yeah, she is a stand-up.
Oh yeah.
Oh
She's
my
a famous
God.
stand-up, yeah.
She's at the store. Yeah.
I thought you meant Sabrina. And then there's a new Sabrina on Netflix, isn't there?
Is there?
Yeah.
But it's like a teeny.
Yeah, it's like a teeny, like
Say what I couldn't
like
fucking stand
Twilight.
that fucking Wednesday thing.
I
Got
loved it.
6 minutes into that.
I loved it. I loved it.
No.
I love any teenage, like I like Twilight and all that as well.
Oh, I only watched Twilight for the first time like maybe a couple of years ago or something, and I couldn't deal with the. There's a lot of
Sex.
no. Well, I don't know if there is, but
I don't know,
there's a
I've not
lot
watched
of.
it.
They talk to someone, and so someone talks to someone, and then there's a look at the camera and a
There was a lot of smouldering.
smouldering.
Yeah.
It's weird.
There's a lot of smouldering.
I didn't understand what was happening. I said to my partner, "Why are they doing that?"
Because the vampires. They're looking into the future. Do you not understand vampires?
No.
Yeah, clearly.
I've never seen any of those, mate. I watched Harry Potter and that was it, but I didn't even read the books or nothing. Was never.
I thought you'd be well into Twilight and that since you're into like all Disney shit.
No, I'm not really into Disney, to be honest. Pixar shit's all over Disney.
Yeah, but it's owned by Disney now, and it's the same thing.
Yeah, but it's not. It's not the same.
It is the
It's not
same.
the same. Not
Grow
every
up,
Pixar
Aaron.
movie has a princess.
Grow up, Aaron. It's the same thing. What? Yeah, I thought you'd be well into Twilight.
No, never watched it.
I imagine you to be that kind of sort of sad act.
Just watching Glee and that, mate. Got nothing else going on. Just Glee. That's all I watched. Glee and The Simpsons. That was my life.
What's your feelings on Pitch Perfect?
Never seen it.
I love that.
Why have you not seen Pitch Perfect?
That's great.
Are you into Glee? Why would you not?
You'd
watch
love
it?
Pitch Perfect if you like Glee.
No, wait, you're going too fast. You're going too fast, but yeah. Oh, where she does the cups thing, yeah. And the what's yeah, I can't believe you've not watched it's great, isn't it?
It's really good.
No, I've
And
not
I
seen
have
it.
the songs when I'm driving as well.
Yeah, I like to listen to a couple of
That
Pitch
one,
Perfects.
zombie, 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 house in your head. And then,
I'm the zombie one.
They love a mashup.
so good.
Have you had the Mahombi?
No, they do a mashup.
Yeah, the mashup.
Do mashups in Pitch Perfect.
What doesn't kill you makes you strong.
You know the
No.
Mahombi one?
No,
No.
That's Zombie.
Zombie.
That's no, that's
The only one
Zombie.
who's heard of the Mahombi one.
Because it's
It's
just
just
zombie.
zombie.
People have heard it wrong.
No, it's not. There's this what happened last time I spoke to someone about this. If there is a Mohombi, Mohombi.
Okay.
He's some guy. He's like one of the So this
Okay.
is Mohombi. He goes, that's it. I've got not. I don't know why I've ended up talking about that, but I've said it now and it's real, isn't it?
I
Thank you.
really like the Snoop Dogg one.
There's a Congolese Swedish
that
musician called Mohombi,
The one with the
but
Christmas
that's
song.
all. There's no song.
Snoop Dogg's making a Christmas album.
What, on Pitch
There is.
Perfect?
Yeah. Here comes Santa Claus. Here comes Santa Claus.
Oh,
Right
yeah.
down Santa Claus Lane. What are you two just on your phone?
I'm trying to find this Mohombi song. Just checking my email.
You two keep having separate conversations, that's why. With your fat jokes.
Oh, he's got all precious now, hasn't he?
Twist.
I will.
What's
I mean,
up?
one fat joke about trick or treat, a chippy. That's funny.
Took me a year to get Harriet on. You're not taking this. You're not taking this professionally.
I am.
Doesn't feel it.
Excuse me.
It doesn't feel it.
Don't you start getting like this?
All right, now we're getting juicy. Now we're going up a gear. I like
convince
this.
people this podcast isn't
Took
toxic.
40 minutes for it to get interesting.
It's not toxic, actually. I was going to get there. But now...
We finish in 47 minutes. 46.
Yeah, we do. For good.
How long do you do?
Carry on.
How long do you do specifically?
An hour 37.
So, hang on. So,
Aaron, you have your rules, we have ours, all right?
He's such a fanny today.
You obviously had reservations about appearing on this podcast.
Yes.
So far, is it better or worse than you expected?
That's fine, yeah. But I feel like, are you being on your best behaviour?
No, it's just the conversation hasn't got anywhere where there being a necessity to be toxic. No, what it was, when I first asked you, you said, "Oh yes, I'd love to," and then you came away. You went away for 20 minutes. Come back and went, "Actually, no."
Yeah, you went, "Have a look at what we do," and then I went and come back and went, "It's all right, thanks."
Yeah, actually, no.
Why the change of heart?
Because
I won't leave her alone.
Well, yeah, and I saw Rob at a gig, and I forgot that because I don't see you very often, and every time I see you, I forget how lovely you are.
Right.
So then I see you, and I'm like, "Oh, he's actually very nice."
People do forget, yeah.
Yeah. So then I was like, but yeah, so I just thought it was like, and also because I said, didn't I? Because I did when I've done podcasts where it's not just me and someone else. I always, if someone's like loud and bantery, I always think I've never got much to say, that I sort of shrink in a bit.
I do that a lot. Like, depending on who I'm on with, I've got no.
So I thought I'd just do that.
Well, I'm trying to actively take a step back from shouting on this podcast, because that's a lot of feedback we get, is that you're just shouting over each other. So I now am actively just saying, just shut up now.
He's just not saying a word. It just doesn't exist on the pod anymore.
Well, no, he really enjoys silence, and I can't stand it. I get like gig mode. But I'm like, no, we need a reaction.
Well, I'm like that, and if I don't like get reactions out of people, then I just switch off a bit. And
so we done a Patreon before, and he wanted the first minute to be silent, and I was doing lots of huffs and breaths.
It's only 9 seconds, and he got to 4 seconds, and he went, "Oh!" I was saying, you couldn't do 9 seconds. He gets too anxious.
I do, yeah.
He gets too anxious. But he can't handle silence.
He's used to dying. I'm not.
Who's the silence for, though?
Yeah, a minute silence for
Why though?
Because
Queen.
Because in this day and age, there's a lot of noise on podcasts, and there's a lot of people. There's a lot to take in. So when they're listening to it's active silence.
He thinks people will enjoy a break.
Yeah,
but then they just pause it. They just pause it.
No. He doesn't think they should have to pause it. Yeah. You're doing them a service by going, right, we're just going to have a little break now for 2 minutes. It's going to carry on rolling.
But then do they just sit and watch you sat there?
Yeah, because
you see you just fucking ignoring each other. Sat there staring into the camera.
I'm telling you.
Sat in the fucking, imagine one of your male listeners who's sat in his lounge and his missus walks in, he's just watching two fucking...
Yeah, and then when she asks him what's going on, he's like, I just want a bit of self-care, but I don't want to be alone. And that's what we're providing. Maybe, in fact, that could be. I might do that as a YouTube special. Just me sat there looking at the camera, so someone can sit there and be quiet and alone for an hour, but also not be alone.
There is a channel for that.
Oh right, so
yeah, where you can just exist, but you get paid for existing quietly with other people watching.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Do you know Jerry Kay? He does it.
Fuck off, does he?
Yeah.
Jerry Kay does that?
I remember him telling me. I remember him
He
telling
just
me.
sits in his living room on live stream.
Yeah, he says that you get money. People just send you. He said he gets quite a bit of money for it.
So he's doing his own little Big Brother thing where he just sets up a camera in his living room.
Yeah, he's on for like 24-hour live stream, just watching him sleep.
I can see the benefit of it because you don't want to be alone, but you need to be alone.
That's fucking
weird.
Well,
I would do that accidentally. I was once watching Big Brother, and I was like, bloody hell, they haven't done anything for ages. And I sat on the remote and muted it, so they were actually talking.
Okay.
But I just sat on the.
Were you still on drugs at this point?
No.
No.
How long was your actually drug period for?
There's the toxicity coming out.
Not very long, like from
short but well lived, was it?
Yeah, say 13, 14 to about 24, so 10 years.
It's a solid amount of time now.
14.
14. What's you on so young? Weird.
Why did? Oh, what?
What? Yeah.
Yeah. Started with the weed,
It was a gateway.
and then the pills and that.
Yeah.
Speed because it was cheap.
Right.
So you sober now?
Yeah.
You don't do it. You're straight edge.
Yeah. Well, I don't say straight edge, but
Right.
for Christmas I might have a red
I was
wine.
gonna say, do you have a bevy? Little.
But like never ever more than like I wouldn't do it like out. I'll do it with my partner.
In a safe space.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you ever do you get drunk very easily now?
Yeah.
Does that upset you? Considering how hard you used to be.
I prefer that, me.
Well,
I prefer that. I used to be like a real
yeah,
heavyweight.
but then if you used to be like on pills and speed.
Well, I used
then
to be
a
able
red wine
to
sees you
drink
off
really
now.
well. And then I had really bad skin, so I went on some pills, and it just like now I have 3 drinks, and I'm like, woo! But like, it's so much better. It's so much cheaper.
Yeah,
I'd go out and have like 11 drinks and feel nothing.
Yeah, people say that though, but like I get.
Now I spend
I
20
like-
quid. I'm fucking
Yeah,
buzzed.
but
I'm
then-
feeling good.
Nah, it's not good. I like people to be out for a long time. I'm notorious for if I'm drunk, you don't say bye to me, just leave. And I
Oh.
tell people when I'm just leave, don't say bye to me, because if I'm drunk and you say bye, I just want you
get
to
sad.
stay. So I'll just end up putting you in a headlock and not letting you leave. I'm known for doing that.
I
No.
never say goodbye anyway. I would just
I'm a-
disappear into the night.
I'm an Irish goodbye. I always should disappear because I just think I can't be arsed.
So you'll have a you'll have a red wine at Christmas,
Yeah.
1 or 2.
Yeah.
Nice. I like that.
Our Christmas, well, did you have your first family Christmas? The other year then?
When?
Yeah, well, the other year must have been like your first.
Yeah.
What?
In August.
No, what year? Like, did you?
No, because the other year must have been like, because if you got full
And did
custody
you
in
have family Christmas?
2019 and then you had 4 of them. So did you have your first, like 4 of them at Christmas?
Yeah.
Was that eye-opening for you?
Oh, it was awful. And then, but it was not. But do you know what was really sad was, say my partner would mention an ex, or I can't remember what happened, and then I said, "Oh,
Are
my
all
ex."
3 to the same?
Yeah, but
Excellent.
she has just had her 6th child taken from her.
For fuck's sake.
Wow.
Yeah.
You can talk about this on the pod, yeah, Sam, with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just let me know. You want me to cut it out?
Yeah, I'm not saying her name, am I?
No.
No.
Okay.
What was the name?
Morrison.
You're just asking because you know she puts out.
yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Probably your mum.
Hey.
Oh.
Sorry, that was. I don't know what I'm talking. This is why I don't speak anymore, Harriet.
It's like you're done. That dead air does sound appealing,
Horrible,
doesn't it?
aren't I?
So, how was it then? So your first big Christmas, how was it?
Oh yeah, so it was, but so I can't remember what happened, but I said, so my partner said something, and I said, "Oh, was that your ex?" And then the kids, especially the 2 oldest girls, they just went and then looked at me and then looked at the dads, and I was like, "Are you all right?" And they were like, "Oh, we just expected you to kick off because you mentioned," and so it's really sad what they,
what they've seen.
yeah, what they'll just expect.
A mother to do.
Yeah.
Was you ever maternal?
No, it's strange actually, I always wanted to adopt from like a really young age.
Yeah.
So I guess it's, and I don't really fancy bringing my own kids into the world, but
I would rather be dead than have a child.
rather be dead.
Oh my god! I think all children should cease to exist. I don't understand why. Why do we even? I
You
don't
realise
know.
you're someone's child, don't you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm fine with it. I don't know why.
So
well,
you're
you quite-
not gonna have
Do
kids.
you quite admire your
no.
dad then for fucking off?
you are.
Do you quite admire your dad then
Oh,
for
mate,
fucking off?
he's yeah.
You relate to him?
Yeah. I
Does
don't,
she not want children?
she doesn't know, but it's like a contentious topic in the house
She's
because
a-
we don't know what we're.
She's a horse girl, so she'll definitely want children. You know what they're like. They're horse, the child.
But yeah, I can't. No, I don't think there's a single element of anyone's life that is improved by the presence of a child.
You taking precautions?
Yeah,
What, you don't think? You don't.
there's not a single thing not one example you can give me that the child has improved that situation.
Well, they were having a terrible life, and now because the bar's so low,
No, but it's
No.
not improved. It's not improved anything.
it's
So-
Well, their lives have improved. Well,
yeah,
Yeah.
of course. Yeah, they're
He's trying to say
the kids'
yours, aren't
lives.
oh yeah, no, mine hasn't.
That's what I'm saying. They're just there. They just exist. Of course, the kids' lives better because they were
I
going
don't
through
know. I
something
don't know.
traumatic. Sure, but
It's different. It's
there's
like,
nothing that is improved by a child.
no, that's the.
Give me one example. Then you've got kids. It should be easy.
What do you mean by one example?
Give me an
though?
example of anything
life
in your
itself
life.
is improved by the fact that he's there.
You become a better person. I guess.
You experience everything new through their eyes again, and it's like having that sort of thing go right. It's so wonderful.
You'd have so much more money. You could just buy.
I've got loads of money. I'm fine. And I want to spend things on him, like because what else am I going to spend my money on? I'm 36 now, so I'm not going out on the ale anymore as much as I used to.
Get on a jet ski in fucking Portugal or something.
Yeah, but I was in Cyprus over the summer and I went on a jet ski. I took him on it as well, and we had a good time.
Yeah, but then you had to do the flight with him.
He was great.
But then there's other children on the flight.
He watched Paw Patrol, and I had 4 beers.
But there's other people on the flight.
Yeah,
other children on the flight.
No, you're wrong.
Nah.
It is great. Like, we wrestle now. I can DDT him. I suplex him. It's great. Do you remember when you used to love wrestling and you're like, and now I've got a little 4-year-old I can powerbomb. It's fantastic.
All right, so your argument for having children is that you can abuse them. You can batter him. Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah, that's a great argument. That's my mind change.
No actual pain.
When the children first, because they had to leave where they were from and move where we are, and then so they were at different schools, and then I was, because I don't know where my partner was, but so I had to get them ready for school and all that, and then and I was so proud, got them all in their uniforms, got them to school, and then I came back and then I had a phone call. I'd put them in the wrong uniforms and sent them to the wrong schools. Put them in the wrong.
At no point did they go.
No, because they'd never been to the school.
So they didn't know it. They just assumed that was their uniform.
They just trusted me.
They'd never been to what year? What?
Because they'd never been to the school because they'd moved from where they lived.
On the first day, you got it wrong.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Put the boys the wrong clothes. Just put them to the wrong
I was
school.
gutted.
Imagine going to the school in someone else's uniform. It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, like, this isn't right.
How'd you explain for that? Well, wait till my stepmom picks me up and you'll see.
Isn't it mad though that you're still a parental upgrade? Like, that's fucking nuts, isn't it?
Well, like I said, the boss.
Yeah, well, now they've got uniforms.
But they were in the right. No, they were in the right school for their uniform, but they were the wrong child.
That's weird.
Do you know what I mean? Okay. Yeah, so they were in the right school, but the wrong.
You got the uniform right on the building right.
Yeah,
the
that's it.
Wrong,
yeah. So the wrong uniform, but yeah, you know what I mean.
That's so funny.
What year were they again?
So the what was it?
1 year 6, 1 year 7, or something.
At the time it was 1 year 9, 1 year 7, I think.
It was high school.
Yeah.
You'd think they'd know at year 9 that you go, I'm gonna that this isn't my school.
But they hadn't been to the school before to know what their school was, and they're stupid.
Right.
They're really stupid. Yeah. Is this awful? This was something really bad the other day that so I had, in fact, well, this isn't funny, this is just quite upsetting. But so I had a phone call, and the youngest had basically, so some girl had been like beating the shit on the floor, and someone's like pounding her on the floor, beating the shit out of her, and my stepson is in hysterics, laughing and egging it on whilst it's happening. Right. And then it turned out the person beating the girl up was his girlfriend. Yeah. That was his girlfriend.
Oh wow.
And the girl that was being beaten up pushed my stepson, and then to defend his honour, his girlfriend punched this girl into smithereens.
Half an hour ago you were sort of encouraging that behaviour from us though.
You were? I was.
Yeah.
What, beating a woman up to the floor?
Not a woman. You were very much like, if someone didn't defend me and fight for me, fight for me tooth and nail.
No,
you put bubblegum in someone else's hair, though. To be fair.
Oh my God! So you're saying that I have?
I feel like this child has got it off of you.
Yeah.
Oh my Lord.
How's that for a turn of events?
Especially if you think maybe the stepson's going for women like you because you're the first decent female role model he's had in his life.
Oh dear.
So maybe this girlfriend is.
Who doesn't spun you out?
I'm mortified. Well, she thinks I'm weird, the girl, because I went to pick it. I went to pick him up the other day, and he was sitting with her, and I went. taxi for, and I said his whole name, including middle names, and then his girlfriend was like, "Why is she saying your whole name?" This is a good thing. The kids' middle names. This sounds like I've never said it on stage or anything because it sounds like I'm making it up. But the oldest boy, one of his middle names is DMX, as in the rapper.
Wow.
Yeah, and then because one of the birth certificates came the other day, and I
A
was
white guy from fucking South Manchester.
I think he's white. But he's not white.
DMX.
what, DMX?
No, the
The child is not
R.I.P.
white.
yeah,
No.
no.
Okay, right.
R.I.P.
And then
the child?
and then one of the girls, one of two, so she's got about 8 middle names, but 2 of the middle names are Michael Jackson.
The girl.
Yeah. Michael and Jackson.
What the fuck?
I know.
What was his mum like? We need to get her on a pod. A right screamer.
Yeah, she'd be
Michael
fine with
Jackson.
the toxic shit there.
I knew a guy that paid his son's middle name was Cantona. And he's
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Cancer.
Cantona.
Cantona, Eric Cantona. I was on stage and someone called the girl, what was it called? A Delphina. Because it was an anagram of Anfield.
Oh my
She was a
god.
Liverpool play. I was like, wow. I was
What a
like,
fucking loser.
but then it did turn out he'd had her when he was 15. And I was like, I sort of forgive you.
Yeah.
It's the kind of thing a 15-year-old will think.
Delphina doesn't sound too bad.
No,
Delphine
I
don't-
yeah.
sounds a bit.
It sounds terrible.
Delphina.
Delphina
Delphina.
sounds like when you first hear, you think, it's just like one of them
Could be
names.
Spanish or something.
Yeah.
Right.
Right,
too
but
hard
she's
with-
not. She's from Liverpool.
Delphina Lopez.
Yeah. But she's probably Delphina Gallagher or something.
Yeah.
Really.
Delphina. Don't know.
Because there's those list of names that have been banned, and one was Tallulah does the hula from
Oh, yeah,
Hawaii.
yeah,
That was an actual someone named their child that.
The full name.
Tallulah does the hula from Hawaii.
It is amazing that you are just pretty much allowed to name your child what you want.
Yeah.
Elon Musk. Whatever the fuck his kid's
Oh
name is.
yeah.
Yeah.
There's a
X2.
conspiracy though that they're not actually the
Oh,
names.
Yeah,
yeah.
there's a
Right.
root. Well, it's
Good marketing
conspiracy.
there, Elon.
It's conspiracy, but also like Elon's followers who love everything he does are trying to suggest that he puts out their mad names into the public, so no one knows his children's real names.
Right.
But then,
Do you subscribe to a certain conspiracy theories like that? Like, there's one that Disney made Frozen so that people would stop googling Walt Disney Frozen for the wrong
right, so
reasons.
that'll come out. So
Yeah, so
Oh.
that when you
Called the
Google Disney
Frozen.
Frozen now, you don't get anything about him being cryogenically frozen or anything like that.
Right, that is yeah.
Wow. So he is cryogenically.
Oh, I don't know. That's no
Well, that's-
idea.
well, that's,
Cryogenically.
that's the rumor, isn't it? That he's cryogenically frozen.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So
Nor did I, and I'm not really that arse anyway.
There's
He's
loads.
just frozen somewhere.
There's loads. About,
Maybe,
well,
yeah.
that's the rumor. There's loads about Disney as well. He had a colour palette for how dark his princesses were allowed to go, and he was mad racist.
Oh.
Yeah,
Dear.
the Jews is one that he's not too big on, is it?
No.
So
The yes
aliens,
and's phenomenal
the
on this
alien-
episode.
the alien hunting that you do.
The alien
You go
hunting.
hunting for aliens, don't you? On the moors.
What is this?
No, this was once. Were you? Was I a gig
The
with you? And I
conspiracy
said,
theory.
"Oh no, this was so my partner."
And that's me now out for the rest of the party.
my-
amongst yourselves.
my partner and a comedian, they believe, and she was staying at my house, Louise Young, and then
Yeah.
and her and my partner believe in aliens. So they went on the Peak District, because I said to Simon, I don't think anyone's going to be home when I get home because they're searching for aliens, and they were out till like 4 a.m. on the hills.
Looking for aliens.
Yeah.
Right. See, if I told my partner that story, she would immediately assume I'm having an affair with Louisa.
Yeah. But Louise is a lesbian.
That also
Wow.
sounds like too perfect, doesn't it? It sounds too. It sounds too
Yeah.
convenient, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's like, oh, Louisa's a lesbian. Is she? Yeah.
No, but if you met my partner, he's just such a gentle soul.
I know. I
Yeah.
met him once.
Yeah. No, there's no shenanigans. Although when I first, Louise once stayed at mine when she didn't know my partner very well, and then he was like hallucinating. It was at the time I didn't drive, so he had to pick me up at fucking 2 a.m. from somewhere because I was stuck or something, and then he had to go to work at like 5 in the morning. Pardon?
Did you have your live location on?
No, because I don't know how to do it. And then, so he was really tired. And then me and Louise were watching. Well, he thought we were having an affair whilst he was asleep, and he was like, "I heard rustling," and I was like, "We were eating pizza and watching 24 Hours in Police Custody." It was very innocent. Yeah.
Like the tryst. You, isn't it? He's accusing you of an affair.
Yeah.
He's out alien bunch
on the moors,
What's going on here?
Yeah.
I've been watching loads of, obviously you're talking about police custody, I've been watching loads on TikTok of like just police interceptors. Fucking love it, man.
I love all that
just
stuff.
people that can't just smile and nod. Saw one the other day of a guy getting like told off basically for just pissing against the fence. All he had to do was go, "Yeah, my bad, no worries." He ended up with him fucking like wrestling with these police officers.
Oh, God.
Just because he couldn't. It was in the middle of the day and his house was like 20 yards away. He could have just gone in it and it would have ended there. And the police officer was like being sound as well. He was just going, "Why are you doing that? Stop it." He's like, "Why are you minding your business?" And just started fucking losing his mind. Like 3 minutes later, he was in the back of a van. It's
That's
like, how much of a fucking idiot are you?
That's funny though.
I love it. I can't get enough of it, man. I just sit there and lose it. Like I'm on part 19 of an episode. I can't get enough.
I've got too much of a chip on my shoulder, me. You can't watch them.
I don't watch TikTok.
Never on the side of the police, so.
Well, no, never. But
I have to force myself not to, like, even when I know, like, say someone like that is clearly in the wrong, I'm like, yeah, but why couldn't you just leave him alone? He'd had his piss, he'd have moved on, you fucking busybodies. Toxic.
The best 24 hours in police custody was where there was a dead body in a park, and so a dog walker said, "Oh well, he was fine when I seen him," but then it turned out because he shooed my dog away, but it was just his arm was in the air because rigor mortis had set in, so he was dead when he thought he'd shoot his dog away, and then so it just looked like a man had just sort of fallen asleep in the park, and then. But then that happened, and then just before the first advert break, there was a phone call to the police, and it was like, "You know that guy that died in the park?" And they were like, "Yeah," and they were like, "It's not what it seems." And then the call says, "Why don't you check that?" And then said some like a halfway house in the area. So then the next part of the show, they go to the halfway house, and they said to the like, what's it called, like the warden said, "Oh, have you seen anything strange?" And he went, "No." Wait, although now I come to think of it, at 4:30 on the 27th, I do remember this lady sort of lugging this carpet down, and then so that they've got on the CCTV, and this lady's just like yanking a roll of carpet down the stairs. This is in Peterborough, yanking it, and then she lugs the carpet on a mobility scooter. And then trundles off with a fucking body on the back of it. Yeah, and it turned out but she was a heroin addict, and the person had died in her house, and she thought she was going to lose her house, so she felt sad. So she panicked, and then moved him and put him in the park.
She was a heroin addict with a lecky scooter.
Yeah, because she'd been injecting in her legs, and her legs were massive.
The fact that she still had the lecky scooter. She hadn't sold it.
Yeah. And that was great.
You ever done heroin?
Yeah, I used to smoke it, but not through the veins.
Really, yeah.
Yeah.
Is it, what's the high like?
It's great.
Is it? Yeah. Yeah. Well, like you can do it a few times and not get addicted, you know. Like you can't. Like someone, like.
Yeah, I don't think I was addicted.
That's what I mean. I don't know. I think it's because it's so good. You go, I'm not addicted, but yeah, I'll do that again. It's good.
Yeah, but was you just addicted to that much stuff that you wouldn't know what you were addicted to?
Yeah, and I think I only stopped because like a friend died, and then I had like an epiphany. I think if I hadn't have had an epiphany or something,
like OD'd.
No, something completely different.
Oh,
she
wow.
was just she wasn't in that life at all, and she was just the nicest person, and was delivering a roast dinner to her granddad on a Sunday afternoon, and then a freak hailstorm came, and the roads in Cornwall were terrible, and she come off the road and died. So, and then I was just with friends that it's not real friends when everyone's just watching who's got the drugs and all that, and then I just sort of seen it for what it was. I was like, I can't be. I'm leaving Cornwall. I've had enough. So then left. Yeah.
Is that what you did to get clean? Just leave Cornwall? Completely?
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, I just thought.
Imagine Cornwall being the party capital of the UK.
Yeah. It is, because everyone thinks that Cornwall's like
holiday destination.
Yeah, where
but it's lovely when you visit.
Yeah, but then it's got one of the highest poverty rates in Europe. Yeah, it's terrible. Like certain bits of it, but it's like that. It's either people got 10 holiday homes, or it's just poverty. So and there's not many, like the wage is low and that as well. So there's a lot of
It's not. I imagine it's difficult to get to, isn't it? Like not. It's either like you wouldn't leave or you wouldn't go in unless you're on holiday.
Yeah.
Because it seems far.
But all the work would be very seasonal.
So when did you start? 13 years ago. So did you ever do gigs?
No, you can do gigs in Cornwall. I do in the summer I went to Boardmasters, and that's nice.
What's it like when you go back to Cornwall now?
But nothing's, that program Bernard's Watch where we just stop a stopwatch, and it's like that. Nothing ever has changed. Yeah. I find it quite toxic.
It brings back bad memories. So
yeah. Sorry, I feel like I've made this podcast very depressed.
No, it's really interesting.
I just don't want to delve too much because sometimes
we're trying to. We don't know what your limit is to what you want to talk about as well. So
probably should have addressed that before you come on.
Yeah.
Rather than just tiptoe around it for now.
Any jokes whatsoever.
Yeah.
Oh no, I don't mind.
I just want to know what it's like to be high on heroin.
Right.
What is it? Could you describe the high or not?
I could, like a overwhelming, everything's very serene-y.
Right.
Did you have a favourite type of high?
Well, I just had a lot of trauma, so it was just nice to just be high and then go on rampages and then
what did you do? Like, were
days.
you out partying, or was it just in your house? Or
well, it would vary, and so someone always knows someone that's having a party.
Yeah.
So then it would be like, right, we're gonna go to Gweek, and then there's a barn dance rave.
barn dance rave. One's on heroin.
It's mental. Yeah.
Sounds good, doesn't it?
And then
I
remember there was all these like 12-foot paper mache animals, and then I got my foot stuck in a 12-foot paper mache donkey, and then a man dressed as Bob Marley rescued me from and I wasn't hallucinating. This is what's happening. And then put my foot out, and then sent me on my way, and then I must have hitchhiked, and then I'm in somewhere. But yeah, it's exhausting to be like that all the time.
I can imagine so. Yeah.
Yeah.
So was you every day getting high, or was it like was you existing okay and then getting high the weekends?
Functioning.
No, not the weekend. Like whenever anyone had any drugs, really. And then one time I was going out with this guy who was a drug dealer, and then he wanted to. He just thought, well, how about I just don't give out the drugs I've been given to sell on, and we all just take them. So then we just all took all of his drugs, but then we had to just be on the move a bit because
chasing you for money.
Yeah.
So then after you got clean at 24, and then when did you start stand-up? What age?
So I left uni at 25, and then did it. What age would I have been at 2010? 27?
How old are you now?
39.
Yeah, 26, 27, yeah.
So did stand-up replace the drugs, do you think?
Oh, yeah. Well, because I did my... oh, my God, get this. So I did my dissertation... So I wanted to do... Because it was a module at my uni stand-up
Nice.
comedy. Pardon.
Close.
And then, but I just only went to uni because I hated Cornwall, and if you went from money, you can't just leave somewhere, so you have to just
you have to have a reason to go somewhere.
Yeah, so the money to get me to uni, I was like, well, fine, now I'll be somewhere different, and then
so you went to uni just to get like the grant and stuff, then basically.
Yeah, and I just had this really lovely friend called Batty that was going to Wolverhampton Uni, and I just really loved her, so I was like, well, I will go where you go. So I went there, and then it happened to be there was a stand-up comedy module, and then I went there, and then it turned out one day drunk, and then everyone's like, are you ready for the stand-up comedy module? And I was like, no. And then I just waffled on about a story. And then my head of drama was like, wow, you're very good at that, but we're going to have a film or something. She was like, but we need to get you, because I'd only been to 6 lessons in the first year, so she was like, we need to get you extenuated circumstances because you're an alcoholic. So she came to the doctors with me, got me extenuated circumstances, and then that's how I completed the course. And then I did my dissertation on Russell Brand.
Wow.
Yeah.
Saying how good he was.
Wow. I said, is it necessary to be dysfunctional in order to be a successful stand-up comedian?
And what's the answer?
Yeah, everyone's fucked, didn't they?
Yeah, true.
Yeah. But then
yeah, but
how fucked up can
it's
you
not
be?
a spectrum though, is it? Like
well,
the most fucked on the most fit on the most
well,
famous,
exactly. And what do you class as dysfunctional?
But then do some people purposely become fucked to fit that bill?
Yeah.
To be that tortured genius, you go, right, I'm going to have to get
Somebody
addicted.
will chase
to
that,
Yeah.
So you go, I've not done anything bad, right, I'm going to have to be like this. And then you go, oh, I'm fucked up, so therefore I can be great.
Yeah.
If you just go, I'm sound and nothing's that bad with me, and then you go, well, you're never going to, and you go, oh, fuck, I need to be flawed here, majorly flawed.
How much you trying to use
so far?
Things you've been through in your stand-up?
Loads.
I've obviously seen it, so I know. But I'm asking for a wider audience, I think. So do you do that purposely? Is that a decision?
Well, when I start, sorry, Aaron, I feel like I'm just the hogger, just wittering on. Well, because when
We've dealt with Adam's trauma before.
Oh yeah, that was. We've been down that road. This happens a lot on these episodes. It's just your turn.
We enjoy the trauma behind why people start standing. Like ours is daddy issues, and then Aaron's daddy issues as well. So it's always nice when someone's got something different. I suppose yours probably daddy issues as well a little bit.
I probably do have a bit of dad issues, yeah. Well, what was I saying?
I asked you how much you use your life and what you've been through in your stand-up.
Yeah, so because when I did that at college, and I just told this story about how I died twice when I was 17, and then because everyone hated me at uni because I was always drunk and didn't take it seriously, and then I couldn't believe that I just told this story, and then everyone liked me afterwards and thought I was really funny, and then so my very first time, I didn't really do stand-up then, I just sort of presented this story to the class, but then I'd already got a taste of how good it is to be open and honest about stuff that had happened. So then when I started but then I got so then I was like, oh well, I want to gig in real life. So then I just Googled gigs and Mirth Control came up. So then I emailed, can I have a gig? And he goes, send me your bio, which I thought was short for biography. So then I've sent, I was born in 1983. My dad left my mum for another man. This is what I said, literally everything what happened in my life. And then he's gone, no one's ever said anything like that before. Come and have a gig. So then I went to this gig and then brought some friends from uni and I was a pisshead at the time, and it was a free bar, so I got so pissed, and then I knocked over so this was the first and last one then before I was got older and left uni, because I thought female stand-ups should wear Rona Cameron black suits, and then I had a backpack on, and I was really pissed because it was a free bar, and then it was in this it was a really great room actually, but there was all Jack Daniels bottles with candles on, and then and I was knocking them all over, and then candles were falling, tablecloths were alight. It was out of Mr. Bean or something. Yeah, so that was a disaster. But
would have been a good clip.
Yeah.
Maybe we could recreate that at another gig.
And then I remember at like 3 a.m, like, it was so the gig went awfully, but it was like a great piss.
Because you
like,
ruined the room before you even got
So
home.
how were your
awful.
formative years in stand up with your style? Was it were you a lot of deaths, or were you pretty much smashing it from the off?
Oh no! Well,
Dyer a lot, same. I'm a notorious Dyer.
are you?
Yeah.
I've never seen you die.
First two years was
Yeah, well, his first 3 years were terrible. Well, 2 years terrible. Yeah.
But what, how bad is terrible?
really bad. Like, or just
Like nobody wanting to book you,
well, the
cringe
comments on the
worthy.
spreadsheet, unwatchable, unlistenable. It's a
On
shocking.
the spreadsheet, you've
got a spreadsheet,
actively inputted that
Yeah,
feedback
yeah,
into
yeah,
your
yeah,
spreadsheet.
Oh, yeah, his
Oh,
spreadsheet's
wow.
got the gig, the fee.
Can you send it me?
It's going to
Just
be
and then a
released
comment on-
when it's going to be released when I need to release it.
Right.
Yeah.
I think it will need to be
It's going to be in his
released.
book.
What?
Who gives you this feedback? You actively ask for feedback.
No,
it's
no, himself.
how I saw it.
Oh,
that's not as
I
exciting.
thought you meant the promoters are saying.
no.
I was hoping like fucking Colin
yeah,
the Frog was like
Yeah.
unwatchable shite.
What? So what was your formative years on the circuit like then? A lot of death. or
Well,
not?
so every time I did a gig, then male comedians would always come up to me afterwards and tell me what I should do different. And then because
kind
I
of
thought,
them, very kind of them.
yeah, so then I thought, well, they know what they're on about.
Yeah.
So one of them was like, be more Cornish. So then the next gig I had to put on a really, really strong Cornish accent. Then the next one was like, be less Cornish. So
Do you
then
remember any of these acts' names?
one of them I do.
would
Rob
you-
Thomas, he made it.
No, I do remember.
I said more arms,
Would we
Harriet,
know them?
more arms.
Yeah. One of them I'm thinking of now, definitely.
What's the initial? Or what?
Oh,
Give
no,
us a clue.
let's
Give us
not
a
do
clue.
this.
Well, I know them.
Yeah.
Oh, right, we know him.
Yeah. You know. Anyway, yeah. What was his advice? You do this every time. You do this every time, and you're terrible at guessing. Every time he does this,
How do you not
initials or give us a clue, and man, he's terrible at working it out to the point where you have to literally pretty much tell him what it is, and then the whole thing was pointless.
How
Yeah,
have
but
you
that's
not
filled
worked
some
it out?
time you explaining that, hasn't it? What?
Because he's thick.
Pro Evo, mate.
Because I'm also I'm not just telling you. I get bored trying to hide it, and then just go, oh, it's just.
So let me just get the initial hit. B for Bravo, M for Mother.
Yes.
All right, you carry on
Runs a
talking.
lot.
That's one of
Runs
many.
a lot of smaller gigs with his wife.
Now it's obvious.
That's what I mean. It's like you
Yeah.
have to spell it out for him.
But he was one of many. And then
I can't believe that took you so long, by the way. I was this close to being like Dandelion and Murdoch.
Yeah.
I've got
Got
me
that.
reasons for why that would be difficult to work out, but go on. Right, so they would be telling you be more Cornish.
and then Alex Baldwin was so lovely that I did King Gong and I'd done it loads and then I'd done it like the 5th time and he was like, oh, he messaged me on Facebook and I did afterwards and he was like, and then he sent an email to everyone in his contacts like, oh, give her an open spot, she's been doing the Gong shows too much, and then the Comedy Store got me in to do the late night show and I was so new and it was just so awful, but I thought, fucking hell, this is the big deal here.
An open spot.
On the late show when
In
I was
London or
London,
London?
the late show, yeah.
Oh my
Oh, fucking
God.
Yeah, I was so out of my depth, and then
Who were you on with? Can you
Yeah.
remember?
yeah,
Was it Killers?
yeah. So Ben Norris was comparing. Kevin Bridges was
Oh my
on.
God.
Yeah.
Following Kevin Bridges on like your
Yeah.
18th gig at the late show.
Steve Gribbin.
Oh yeah.
And but yeah, Kevin Bridges and he, so we was laughing and joking and that in the green room, and then when I went on, Kevin Bridges goes, "You're so much funnier in the green room than you are on stage." So that then I just scrapped everything and then was myself again.
Yeah.
Because I thought if he's saying it, you go,
Yeah. There's loads of.
yeah.
But he wasn't Bridges yet, was he? He was just another act at that point.
No, he was.
Oh, he was famous at that point.
Yeah, so it was like, oh, we got a special guest. He was a big
Oh,
deal
okay.
then.
He
yeah.
was massive from like 2 years in,
Yeah.
wasn't he? He did
I'm
like the
not
hydro
that
like
old.
2 years in.
You what?
He did like the hydro like 2 years in, didn't he?
No.
Did he not?
What's the hydro?
You really?
In Glasgow. Where have I read that?
Somewhere wrong. Cause
I read that he,
Somewhere wrong.
he was going since he was 16.
but I swear he did it at like 18 years old, 18,
He got on-
19.
He was on live at the Apollo last road show at like 26.
Oh, fair
It's done
dues.
the arena in 2 years, surely.
Yeah, I don't know why I had- You're so angry today. He's like
I'm
furious that I fucking had this potential thought process that this might have been the case. I wasn't going, oh, this definitely happened.
Come on, here with your bullshit,
He's
mate.
tired. He's tired.
He's a
so I'm
grumpy
giving
twat today.
I'm giving him a pass because he's tired. He's grouchy,
I'm on go over.
and he's.
Oh, were you hungover?
Well, I was in London yesterday. I went to the NFL.
Yeah, we'll park your conversation about your career and let's listen to him again for another 10 minutes about a story no one's. Go on, tell us about the NFL. You Q jumped, you shot yourself, you robbed from M&S, you got the train home, you're fuming about your life.
There you go.
There you go. So that's why he's
This
a
is
bit
why he has
antsy
dead
today.
air all the time.
That's why he's antsy. So anyway, so you're at the Storm Bridges.
Well,
No, you can do you'll do that. We'll do his train back from the NFL to after your career.
But I think I finished, have I not?
Right, so
'Cause
Bridges
then-
told you you're funnier off stage.
Yeah.
All just went sailing since then.
Yeah, well, not sailing, but then, because at the time I lived in Birmingham, and then I had because Alex sent that email, so I had like really great gigs coming up, and then I remember all the local acts going, "You're bloody stupid, scrapping your set and starting again when you've got great gigs coming up," and I was like, "Well, no, I'm gonna be me, really."
Why
So
was
then-
no one yet? Surely, yeah, I don't understand why anyone wouldn't tell you to be yourself.
Well, because people just tell you nonsense, don't they? And people have opinions and feel the need.
Anybody that's too forthright with their opinion on it, I sometimes think you don't think you.
I didn't know that then, and I didn't know anything really, which is why I just gave my autobiography when someone asked me for my bio. Because you don't know until you know.
To put it in perspective about how little fucking people know what they're talking about, my like third ever gig was a gong show. And I went on and I did the 5 minutes, but like I didn't win it or whatever. And I just didn't, it was just flat and very forgettable. And I got feedback off the booker afterwards. Basically pulled everything to pieces, told me he didn't like any of it, listed all the reasons why and stuff. And then a week later, I did another one of the gong shows for the same booker, and I won it. And he came up to me afterwards and said, "That was great tonight. Obviously, took my advice and like really changed up your material and stuff. And yeah, you did great. Loads better than last week. I really preferred this. It was the exact same material."
Wow.
Yeah, yeah, I had a similar. Yeah,
Who was it?
Oh, you'd never guess if I gave you the initials.
Give me one go at this one.
I'm assuming SM.
Oh yeah.
In fact, he had more than one gong show. Should have given it away. Yeah. I never really got advice when I started. People like just slow down, try and enunciate a bit more, stop being so scouse.
You still get that today.
Yeah, exactly. Shows how much you listened. But I just think I just had arrogance from day one. Like narcissism from day one of like never once asked for feedback ever. I always thought, you know, if you've died, you know if you've not done well, so why do you need?
I
to
only
get
asked
told
for
that
feedback
twice?
to get rebooked and just use it as like a scapegoat to get rebooked. Can I get some feedback? Yeah, it was good. Well, what's next then?
Oh no, I've never ever.
So how do you get? Like, what was your path to getting into like a club? Like,
Because
like you do a 10 spot, you roof it. Like what? Do you just
Gaslight them into thinking I've done them a
email gives
favour.
another one.
Yeah, basically much. Or basically, like I say, if you're self-aware enough, you know how well you've done. And so, like, if I think I've done well with them enough times, I'll be like, I think I need to be paid to do this now. And then they'd either go, yeah, okay. Or they go, I don't think so. And then you just, you go, you got to decide whether you think it's worth plugging away with them, or they're probably never really going to pay you for a good while. So the same promoters I've walked away from. And certain promoters have said, I think I need to be paid for this now off you. And they've gone, okay, well, I'll give you this paid thing. If that goes well, we'll put you on the rosters or whatever they call it. And so that's just how I've always done it.
Fair dues.
Yeah, just always just think, surely you know how well you've done. You know from the other, because you know how well everyone else has done. I've always been one that sticks around as well and watches everyone.
Yeah, I do that.
So I know how they've done. And if I think I've had the best gig of the night, then I know I've done well. If I haven't had the best gig of the night, I think, well, there's more there that I could have got, so I need to get better. I've always gone into it like a bit of a competitive mentality. I want to do the best on every night. If I haven't done the best on, I think, why ever not? And then I try and assess that, like, why was I not the best comedian? And that's why. I don't think really that is a good way to look at stand-up because I think it's an art. But it's just the way in my mind. I just think
I was thinking it's quite good because then you're just always getting better, aren't you?
yeah, but you're not really. But then it also leads to maybe start making some cheaper jokes that you down the line. You go, actually, I don't like the fact that I do that joke. You know, one of them jokes you're like, is that what I got into stand-up for? You know, things like that.
Oh, so you're saying it because you know that will get the laughs rather than
Yeah, because sometimes you
okay.
think, I haven't done the best, why not? And then you start chasing a bigger laugh than chasing what you want to be as a comedian or what you consider an art form as a comedian. So I think it can have detrimental effects like as well. But it does help you get better quicker. And it does mean you are in a position where you can back yourself to go to someone, pay me. And I think that can sometimes lead to more gigs. But then it could be my straight white male privilege of being like, pay me, and them going, oh, this bloke won't leave me alone, I'll just fucking pay him.
Anything to plug, Aaron? Maybe.
I thought you were maybe sitting there for a little bit.
No, I was going to, but I thought someone's going to interject here. So
I wasn't going to. I was going to give you the satisfaction. You ruined it.
Oh, I thought, were we not doing your dead air thing that you like?
Yeah.
Oh.
But then he didn't trust us to do it.
Oh, sorry.
So he interjected himself. We have hit the mark though, so do you want to wrap it up or do you want a couple of seconds of silence?
No, you know what? No, I think we can try and squeeze a bit more chat into this.
Has it been awful?
No, it's been really good.
Oh, good.
We're just both very tired boys.
Did you go to the NFL as well?
No, it's just a piss out.
Just drink a lot.
Every conversation's just getting shut down. It's been like that since the fucking beginning. There's not been a single conversation that's carried through to the next one.
Ever since you called him Michael Jackson for Halloween, it's been shut down. He's had a right face on him. Ever since you said you went Michael Jackson to Halloween, he just shut this side of the room off. That's what he's done.
Like a teacher, people can't behave. You got to.
Hang on, what? I've not done anything. I've been quiet.
And I'm very sorry for trying a joke. You should have done it as well. It wouldn't have been fucking as awkward.
Not here
as
for
it
jokes, Aaron. Save your jokes for the stage. This is about chat.
Right,
good, honest, wholesome chat.
I wish I got that memo at the start.
Why are you fucked in the head? What fucked you up? Tell us. That's what we want to hear. What fucked you up? Who fucked you up? Sometimes the same thing.
Are you going to film an hour at any point?
Yes.
Have you filmed one yet?
Yeah, I did my.
Have you?
Yeah.
Your mother filmed.
Trigger warning.
Trigger warning's filmed.
Yeah.
Is that on Next Up?
On YouTube. Oh, and Next Up. Yeah, on both.
Right.
Where did you film it?
I did it. I did this. So it was in. So in Edinburgh. And also in this survivors rape place.
How was that?
Was the audience survivors of rape?
Yeah, because the show was about rape.
Yeah. So how are they as an audience?
Lovely. I did it at another one, and it was because the show was called Trigger Warning, and everyone was just I could feel everyone was very triggered, and then it was just all a bit too much, really. But then the one that I filmed it at, everyone was because Bristol's fantastic. I always think for everyone's always just. It's quite bohemian and everyone's relaxed, and it wasn't. I swear it was quite early, like 6 or something, and everyone was survivors, and everyone was just on board straight away, and it was great.
That's good.
Yeah.
Would you not find audiences like that though a bit too forgiving, not laughy enough? Do you know what I mean? Or were they fine?
No, they were. Yeah, they were great.
Good laughers.
They were good laughers. Yeah.
Because I whenever sometimes I see someone doing like gigs like that or to an audience, like basically do material to what their trauma thing is.
Yeah.
You find that it's all very supportive and they're all very smiley, very like, oh, made up you're doing this.
Yeah.
But they're not actually laughing at the funny bits because they're just so made up at all the other bits.
Yeah.
It's like they appreciate the setups or what you're going through more than the fact you've actually crafted a joke at the end of it.
Oh, yeah. Well, to be fair, I think there was laughs in strange places. I kind of like that as well.
Right.
But they're not to the point where they're just like, you know, laughing hysterically. It's just a fucking.
I know, but sometimes I hate it when someone laughs at a setup. I'm like, I've carefully crafted art
You know
here.
what? They're gigging to all these survivors, and they're just having a lovely time, and you're like, "No, you fucker."
Yeah. No, I'm not having this. I have made art, and you will appreciate it the way I expect it
laughing at
to
that
be
setup.
made. Yeah. You will appreciate this the way I want it to be appreciated, or you will not enjoy it at all.
I hate when like a crowd's just too fired up for a comedy special. I had to turn Tom Segura's latest one off because like asides were getting applause for 6 seconds. I'm like, I'm sat in my car. I'm not laughing this much, and it was driving me fucking bonkers. It was so annoying. I got like 15 minutes in, I was like, I can't do this.
That's the beauty of getting famous and to your fans that anything you do is funny.
Yeah.
But like, just like, obviously Tom's great. Let's not fucking sit here and be like, oh, Tom Segura's not good enough. But like, just little like actual asides, just little like throwaway lines, just getting applause, and you're like, for fuck's sake. But like,
I think that's
8-second applause breaks.
For yourself with your fans, and they'll laugh at it. Like in a club, they go, we don't like, you've got to have a nailed on punchline in the club, whereas when you do it to people who get you, like with your mates, you can say something that they'll laugh at,
yeah,
the other people won't. It's got to be like, so I think that's some of the asides, I think, oh, that's funny, won't work in a club because they go, it's not actually like a funny thing. That's more like you as a human.
Yeah, but you surely you still leave them in though. I will leave asides in that I know if they even don't get laughs, if I think they're funny and I appreciate them, I leave them in for me.
An aside or something is. It can be a smaller side, but it can be like something that you go like, this is just so specific to me.
Yeah.
But if they know who you are and are a fan of you, they'll go with that.
Right.
You stopped doing your Takeshi Castle one.
I've stopped doing a lot of my stuff.
I noticed that on Friday.
I've had to reinvent everything in 6 minutes.
Russell Brand's ruined it for Simon. The perverts have gone from comedy now to shame.
Yeah, but I'm a professional, aren't I? So I can cope. You want me to do 20 minutes of new in a club, I'll do it, and I'll shut the place down, bro. Murder it. Any climate, any environment. Top of Machu Picchu. I'll relate to that.
Right, are we going to do one of Harriet's rape survivors gigs?
I'll have a go.
I wouldn't put them through it.
They've been through enough. Imagine your feedback on that spreadsheet. The worst thing I've ever suffered through.
It's happening again. I'm trapped in a room with a man I don't want to be in. You hold.
That's on YouTube, then, is it?
Yeah. Are you okay?
What do you mean?
You just seem sad.
It's just him.
It's just how you are. I think I've not spent this much time with you ever. Maybe that's it.
We had a chat, raffle gig. We've done a few raffle gigs.
Yeah.
Remember Sheffield?
Yeah.
That was funny, wasn't it?
Oh dear.
Don't you listen to this? You know, remember.
Yeah, but I mean, just the gig. The gig was just a tough gig. It was like it wasn't like a corporate, was it? There was like them people from Virgin Media in.
Oh my
like,
god,
it wasn't
that
a corporate,
was,
but it was.
Yeah, that
They
was
got, like,
awful.
3 rows. You were MCing when I think Newell opening, or I can't remember who opened. It was, I'm not sure. But
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I remember that one. Cause
That was.
You were like, I don't want to go back.
Yeah.
You were
So
like,
don't
I don't
make
want to go back on. And I said, do you want me to just go on? And you were like, no,
Do you want me to just go on?
Yeah, it was so bad. But that was before as well, because do you remember it was really awkward? There was a guy at the back that said something that I must have asked him 5 times, didn't hear what he was saying, and then because I don't really compare anymore, because it turns out I was deaf. So during lockdown, yeah. And so whenever I was wearing the masks in lockdown, I realised that I don't hear very well. So now
we had another chat when we did the Derby one together. When you went back to and then spoke to you about the writing job that you got and everything.
yeah, and that was the day I told you about my partner and Louise going to look for the aliens.
Yes, that was that one, yeah. Yeah. So we've had
Yeah.
Brief chats.
Yeah, but as you
He's talking
say,
about a comedian that likes to go around trying to have fights.
oh yeah, you told me about that as well.
Who's this?
Ooh.
Tell me.
Name him, Maui. I want to
No, you don't have to name him. I just want to know the story.
I don't know what story this is.
He is now sober. Used to be drunk, and apparently when he got drunk, he liked to go looking for fights.
Oh.
Do you remember who he is now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, I don't know why I told you that.
You never told me. You told Simon.
Oh.
He told me. Yeah.
What's the initials?
RT.
Don't need to be drunk. It just needs people on this pod. Yeah. Someone once described this podcast as two people who don't like each other and dislike the guests even more.
That's been today so much.
Not so much, I don't think, anymore. I hope I didn't do anything wrong. Yeah. But the program, the program, and then the program stopped.
Right, that'll be why then.
Yeah.
Right, we're wrapping it up now.
He's wanted to for 15 minutes.
That's why he's doing it like he's now he's decided.
Now he's
he
got
wants to
questions.
chat.
Now he's got yes and.
Yeah.
Now he's the fucking.
It's like when you're on the treadmill, so you're like, I'm going to make it to 10, and then you get an energy to go, keep going, I'm going to second as a bonus. So you're thinking,
Is it?
That's
For who?
2 hours 16.
Who's the bonus for? Was it?
Just this toxic environment we've faced. I love it.
Oh, right, Aaron, where are we finding you? Gone.
It's just on Instagram and that. Aaron Wood comedy.
Trick or treating and
You're
Michael Jackson
gonna promote your own podcast?
with a cushion under his top. Sorry, no, don't be like that. Come on. You've had a hard day. Come on. You've had a hard day. No, come on.
So angry. You were sound when you came on ours.
What?
You were sound when you came on ours.
Yeah, because I was on my own terms.
Is this not on your own terms?
This not on your turn.
The industry's forced this upon us. And the Patreons are making us
If
carry
anyone's got to the end, it's so impressive.
on.
Yeah.
Will you just
I did
promote
it.
your own podcast, will you?
Spread
You promoted
negativity.
yourself. There we go.
What, you did it?
Aaron's got a podcast. They've got features. Shit houses. Harriet.
We've got
I've
structure.
got a podcast, Make Me Better with Louise Young, and my special is on YouTube.
What are they searching for? Trigger warning.
Yes, Harriet
And
Dyer.
What's your social media?
Harriet Dyer Comedy, apart from Twitter, because it's too many letters, so Harriet Dyer Com.
That's annoying, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's really
Should
annoying.
change that.
I'd
Yeah.
go Harriet Dyer Com full.
Yeah, you've got to make it all universal.
HD Com.
Or Harriet comedy.
You're losing out on followers there.
Am I?
Yeah.
My Twitter's different though, so my surname's unique, and I think that.
Oh, yeah.
It should be the same.
Go Harriet comedy and everything. That sounds cool.
Oh, take away the Dyer.
Yeah, just Harriet comedy.
Oh, okay.
I'd just stick with Harriet Dyer, but yeah.
I can't now that the calling from accounts.
Oh, bastard.
What?
Calling from accounts is a successful comedy by Harriet Dyer, another Harriet Dyer. She's from Australia.
That's good, though. She's probably got it.
I had a thing the
Isn't
other.
there a more successful Rob Thomas comedian?
Not comedian, comedy writer.
Right.
Wrote Veronica from Mars. Because I changed my bio on Twitter to his bio on Twitter.
I've got such
To
a funny
wine,
story
to
about this,
wine.
actually. There's a fucking guy. I did a gig in Berlin once. And my mate sent me a picture of the poster and he went, "You've changed." And basically just searched Aaron Wood on this fucking thing. And this guy knows a couple of comedians. He's used the first picture. It was some fucking fella from like Korea. Just some fucking fat bloke. Some like Korean dude. So he came to see my Fringe show. He came up to me and went, "Hi, Aaron, I'm Aaron Wood." And I was like, "Fucking hell, it's you." Because obviously we had this back and forth. Because he got tagged in it. He ended up messaging me. It's just like, I don't know. I feel like I'm you. But oh my God, he's like fucking 18, 20 stone, something like that. And he's just some Korean dude.
He's not even a comic, just a
No,
comedian,
he
dude.
just knows like the odd, like he lives in Edinburgh and he's just like friends with the odd one because he goes a lot or something. And
I
so
swear,
he had like 5 mutual friends. The guy must have, it must be him.
Assumed it must be him. Yeah.
And
I got added to a Simon Wozniak group on Facebook,
I got added
and
to.
no one replied to it. I was like, "Fuck this, no."
I got added to we're all Rob Thomas. Should we be friends? On
Oh, I
Facebook,
hate
with
that.
like loads of messy things.
Weirdo out there doing
I just left straight
Fucking
away.
losers.
Right, brilliant. Sound to the Patreon. Welcome to the live show.
Thank you for listening to us.
There you go.
Bye, everyone.